Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I am your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. And with me today is Mad Black Protestant, otherwise known as Q. How are you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Not much. And also joining us is Jim. How's it going, Jim?
It's going great. It's been an exciting day. So when I got an invitation to pop on, I thought I can't decline that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate both of your presence. I definitely needed Mad Black Protestant here to represent the black community, I guess, because I think I offended a member, and I want to make sure that we're all on the same page here. And of course, you being the bully police of the internet. We definitely need to have you around, probably to make sure I don't go off the deep end.
Well, yeah, we want to make sure you're not making any, outrageous threats against people or entire blocks. Even that'd be insane.
That would just be a little bit out there, I think. I've never seen that happen on the internet, but there's been some interesting developments over the last day, and I don't know how caught up on all of this you two are. But I'd happily walk you through kind of how we got to this place, and then which culminated in a 5.5-hour live stream yesterday from Mad Black Atheist, and he says some very interesting things to say in it. And then since he has gone DFE since that, and everything is gone. However, the internet doesn't appear to forget. But
well, no, it doesn't. I mean, I'd love to hear the backstory on this. I've only been familiar with our proud, strong Crip member, as he introduced himself to everybody, for like maybe 5 or 6 hours. So I don't know the entire history of his gangbang, and maybe you can fill me in on it.
Well, first off, I'd like to say to you crackers that yeah. So my name is Mad Black Protestant. And yeah, I got a lot of street cred. I run the block. So, well, I mean, I used to run the block before I married the white woman and got the minivan and joined the PTA. I don't have much time for that, but I know a lot of guys that run the block, and I just want to let you know, you better do me right. Otherwise, I'll call my boys and have them come on over there and teach you a lesson.
Now, I heard when you make the call, you won't say anything, because
I don't have to say anything. Old Carson, he knows exactly what to do. So, yeah, no, I don't have to say nothing. I just got to wait for the phone call.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to be clear that you wouldn't say anything.
No. I just wait for the phone call, and they call me and they say it's done. And you're good.
Well, that's refreshing, because I wouldn't want you to have to say anything on a phone call. I know that can be very stressful.
Yeah, I don't like talking to you. I prefer to text.
Okay, so I don't even know where to begin. But Jim, just to get you up to speed, I guess. Mad Black is a YouTuber with somewhere between 400 and 500 YouTube channels.
Sounds about right. I mean, it's an apt name based on his behavior today, Mad Black. I mean, that kind of fucking sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was. He does seem angry. He seems mad, maybe in both definitions of the word mad. But I don't know about the second one. He definitely seemed upset last night. But so he has several YouTube.
Wait! You're not sure about the second one, as in the second part of his name? I'm fairly certain he's black, man. I've seen a few fucking videos. I think I can, authoritatively say he's definitely black.
Well, you are the expert. Jim. I don't presume to know any of these things. Look, I'm like the extreme Socratic. I don't know what I don't know, and I don't want to assume anything. Maybe he's just been in blackface the entire time.
A Justin Trudeau move. Yeah, I mean, that's possible. Maybe he's Canadian.
Right. I think that's likely. He's a Canadian expat living in. Well, I guess we won't need to dox him here. He did that himself though on stream. Did you catch that part of the stream?
Oh, well, there is a beautiful promo video after you give us your introduction that I think might contain part of that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Spoilers.
Look, I don't know. This promo video you speak of, I have not seen, so I am very.
And that's what makes it so exciting.
I can't wait. I honestly cannot wait. But so we've got the promo video. We do have a choice list of clips from his stream. I have, I think, 4 clips from his stream, and then today he did an apology goodbye video, I guess, and I have that as well. But let's kind of go back. So this goes back to May. I've been covering the Vic Mignogna case, of course, and Mad Black is a guy who just didn't care. He never cared about Vic. He never cared about the pro-Vic or anti-Vic sides. He didn't care about any of that. So what he did to show he didn't care was make like 12 videos a day about it, talking about how much he didn't care and how bad everybody was for trying to make money off of someone else's life. So that's what started in May, and people kept messaging me and saying, hey, Mad Black is talking smack about you or whatever. And I said, who, and then I got him on a stream. Actually, I got him on a stream with a guy named Perfection. Perfection was on first, and Mad Black came on, and Mad Black had agreed to one rule because I was interviewing Perfection, but he was talking about Mad Black's family. So I said, hey, I want to bring this guy on. And he said, look, he's just going to call me a pedo. And I said, can you promise not to call this guy a pedophile while you're on? He said, yeah, absolutely. So he comes on, I go to the bathroom, and I come back, and at that point, he has already called him a pedo. It took minutes for him to call Perfection a pedophile. So I had to remove him from the stream, but I had him on the next day along with my friend Drexel. And Drexel and Mad Black and I had a great 6-hour stream. It just kept going. And I had nothing but good things to say about him. Didn't really care if there was some disagreements or whatever. And I actually have, and I'm considering showing all of the text messages that we have kind of exchanged since then.
Well, I mean, Nick, I think it's a gentleman's agreement when somebody threatens to murder you and the entire block you live on that you're allowed to show the DMs. I mean, I think that's an understanding we all have.
So then he goes on doing his own thing until September, late September. I made a tweet. I think I just done some video and a bunch of people were freaking out. And so I just tweeted hose mad. And then someone asked, when would Mad Black be on? And I had been getting reports from people that he had been consistently talking bad about the case, talking bad about me. And so I said, I think he might be one of the hoes who's mad. Continuing on the joke. He got very, very salty about that and decided to do a 3-hour live stream about me calling him a hoe and how horrible that was. And so I apologized. I actually didn't mean to make him mad. And I was happy to apologize to a guy who I was on good terms with. And he said, we're all good. So then what happens is while I'm in Hawaii the other day, a parody account of me sends out a tweet that calls him an open gay, like an out of the closet gay man. And he loses his mind. And I'm like, hey, that wasn't me. And he said, I know it wasn't you. That's why I said the things I said. And I was like, all right, whatever. So, because this is weird. He's not I don't do videos about Mad Black or anything like that because he's this guy with a drama channel and he talks about some of this stuff sometimes. Oh, I say a drama channel again, somewhere between 400 and 500 drama channels. He talks about this stuff sometimes, but that's fine. I don't care. So I don't talk about him often or anything like that. So then I was like, whatever, man. I don't really care. It wasn't me. But you do you. And so then I'd said on stream the other day that, look, I'm done. I don't need anybody telling me what Mad Black is doing. I'm not really interested in it. And then a couple people super chatted during my show and called him some choice names. And I guess that combined with he had set up an interview with Ron Toye. This is bringing back to the lawsuit. Ron Toye is one of the defendants in the Vic Mignogna lawsuut. And Ron bailed on Mad Black for the interview that he had set up with him, saying, "Oh, I'm out with my fiance and her bull for her birthday, and so I can't be on your show." And that's where, from what I'm told, that's where he really lost it in the stream, because it happened on air.
Well, he was posting the DMs with Toye, you said? Whoever his guest was supposed to be, he was posting those on his secondary YouTube channels in the community section.
Right.
And the guy's like, "Hey, I can't make it. I'm sorry." And he like spurged out and he's like, "You lied to me." And so he seems to, at least to me, to have been in a really grumpy mood. Maybe he had a fight with his boyfriend earlier. I don't fucking know.
I don't know either.
He seemed a little upset. And then I watched some of this amazing 5.5 hour stream, and it's something else. I'll tell you that much. You struck gold with this one.
It was, I mean, I guess I was telling someone last night, I was in my Discord and we were having just a chat, a voice chat. And, I said, "Well, how's it going, everybody?" And some guy said, "Man, tonight has been great." And I said, the internet's a weird place where someone can, go online, threaten to murder me and everyone around me, and someone else can find that to be great, and I can understand where they're coming from. Like that's kind of new, I think, in history. I'm not sure if the Romans had that, but that seems new to me. But I'm not a historian. But so there is a promo video. Did you want to intro this promo video for me?
Well, I thought maybe the people that came to your stream weren't familiar with it. I wasn't familiar with this guy until I kind of came across his stuff tonight. So I thought maybe they don't know who he is, or what's kind of going on, because he had 5 channels that I saw. He deleted or privated all of them. He had a Twitter account he deleted and privated. Like he wiped everything out when you said DFE. I mean, it really is all gone. But I happened to save some of his videos, and I put together just a very short. Don't worry, there's no pornography in there if you're proof checking it.
No.
But a very short introduction video, I think, kind of sums it up. At least gives you a good introduction into your clips.
Okay, so I'm going to do this weird thing where I'm going to share the screen that we're on so that it'll look weird to the chat for just a second. But I'm going to share this screen, and then I will put... Can you guys see that now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, this should I think prevent us from having to do the okay, I'm going to pause the video.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I hate that. So I'm just going to play this, and it'll play through, and we are right here. So this is Bye Nick. This is a promo video of Mad Black. So let's check it out. I haven't watched this at all.
I'm going to start the video off by saying, Nick Rekieta, sorry I threatened you and your family. I got a lot of friends. I know a lot of drug dealers and a lot of gang members. I fucked up. I got mad, and I let this YouTube shit go to my head. I know a lot of dudes who still are Crips. I know a lot of dudes.
Actually, I'm not having audio come through. Is it going through for your stream?
Oh, damn it! It's not going through to you guys. That's so annoying. It is going through to the stream.
No.
Here, let me hold on. Q, I'm gonna send you. Oh, I don't want to do that. That's the exact opposite of what I wanted to do, was to send out the link. But I want you to be able to see it. So here's what I do. I won't stop it. I won't stop it. But Q, let me know when you've got it queued up, and we can start it all together. But I'll let it play straight through. Does that sound good?
Okay.
All right, you ready?
That's fine. Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, play.
I'm going to start the video off by saying, Nick Rekieta, sorry I threatened you and your family. I got a lot of friends. I know a lot of drug dealers and a lot of gang members. I fucked up. I got mad, and I let this YouTube shit go to my head. I know a lot of dudes who still are Crips. I know a lot of dudes who deal cocaine and steal cars and murder people. I said some fucked up shit. I come to these restaurants to sexually assault people. I'm quitting YouTube. Yeah, you're not getting the internet MBA no more. Now you're getting David L. fucking Sanford, the guy who went to prison for shooting niggas. So I'm gonna take down everything. Now we're gonna show y'all what true villains really are, because we've already took down a channel but I'm done. I'm done with Twitter, YouTube, Discord, all of it. Call the police in, bitch. Call them. Fuck this internet shit. Call the police, motherfucker. It's just too much. The constant harassment of my family. I can't wait to fucking see you. I'm gonna roll out the red carpet for you. And it's gonna start out as a white carpet, and when I'm done shooting you, it's gonna be a red one. I may come back, I may not, but as of right now, effective right now, no more videos. But we just been slime balls. Since the League of Villains, we gonna be villains. My YouTube fun is over. Keep fucking with me.
Okay.
I think it's a good, full, nice introduction. Maybe you caught that thing around the 30-second mark.
What was that?
Hey, that's, he goes to restaurants, as he said, to sometimes, do some stuff.
That was amazing. Like,
Wow.
I come to this restaurant to sexually assault people. Wait, what? Well, that was unexpected. The rest of it, I've kind of seen some of these clips. I have not watched.
Sorry, I just love that clip.
You know what killed me both times watching that movie? It's the stupid soundtrack in the background. Immediately did me in. That I was holding back laughter the second the music started. Yeah. So that contains some of the juicy bits from the video. I also have the full Kiwi Farms. Kiwi Farms has timestamped the video because I did not watch a 5.5-hour live stream yesterday.
Interestingly, if I can bring this up before you jump into it,
of course you can.
In the little montage in the promo video, where he's talking about being villainous, he'd released a statement saying, "We didn't flag anybody. I don't control those people." But in one of his alternate channels, before he pulled everything down, he had a video up bragging about it. That's why he said we already got rid of one channel. He was talking about going through, and anybody that played his clips or made fun of him or commented on them, he was basically guaranteeing we're going to flag you down. You're going down. Me and my boys are going to take you down.
That was, from what I understand, Executive Order 66. Is that what that was?
I didn't even know. God, what a nerd. Did he really call it that?
That's what I'm told. I don't know because I don't have time to do this. As I'm sure many people do not have time to do all this stuff.
He really called it Order 66, though?
That's I'm getting yeses in the chat. Order 66.
When he was saying he was a Crip, I thought he meant like a gang member. I didn't know he meant like Crip as in crippled as a retard. Like that's the kind of thing I'd expect a retard to say. You're gonna fucking know fear. Order 66. Okay, buddy, calm down. I know people that murder motherfuckers.
That was It's a weird play. Like it's something I don't understand. For anyone who's curious, I'll pull this up on the stream screen real quick. You guys won't see it, but there is on BitChute, there is a Mad Black archive, Ron Toye interview. Ron Toye didn't show up. F him then. And that's here's Diary of a Mad Black Atheist is the thumbnail for it. Did you want to see that, Jim? I don't know if you've seen that.
The scene what? There's so much about this guy that I've missed. Like I was really fucking excited when I ran into him, and then everything disappeared. I was lucky I got some of it.
Well,
is that how he got his boyfriend dressing up?
Here's the archive. This is the archive link of that 4 hours and 45 minute stream from last night, and I have not watched it. I have it pulled up just in case we need to jump to any of these Kiwi Farms timestamps.
Oh yeah, up on BitChute. BitChute's great. Yeah, they don't give a fuck. So I don't think he can flag it down here, and I think if he tries to, they're going to make him jump through hoops to prove it, rather than the system they have over at YouTube where they'll just spank you.
Yeah, since none of the stuff I'm going to show will be from the YouTube channel, it's much harder to do a DMCA takedown, and because YouTube actually has to look at it. And YouTube, if this does get flagged, you should know, of course, this is absolutely fair use. We're going to be commenting on all of this stuff. So anyway, but I do have that just in case we need it. That's that. But I think the clips might be sufficient in going through the timestamps, but should we play the clips first, or should we?
If you're gonna play the clips where he's talking about just how hardcore parkour he is, and how he's gonna rain fucking thunder and lightning down on your head,
Right?
Fire and fury, motherfuckers. Sorry.
you're gonna know suffering is what you're gonna know.
Yeah. Just wait till I call my buddy T-Mac from down the road.
Here we go. If you want to show this was the message he put up before he deleted fucking everything. Again, I just think it's great context because this is a guy that said he was going to basically murder everyone, and then after saying that, he posted this.
Yeah.
It's what he wrote on his community page. Just listen to this fucking self-serving shit that this guy wrote. That should be the right tweet.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm bringing it over right now.
Yeah. It's the Always the Dollars account.
Weird. It tells me my Twitter is suspended. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. He's shutting you down already.
Oh no, my Twitter's been suspended for a couple days now.
Okay.
Just pleasant.
I'm sure he'll probably take credit for it though.
Oh yeah, he will. That's a fucking fury coming your way.
There you go. Leroy's already working.
He got a phone call, put it down. Didn't have to do anything.
Okay, so he left a statement. So this is from Mr. Anti-Bully, your associate. He left a statement on his other channel, Always the Dollars. ISWV. Now, Jim, are you familiar? That's I Stand with Vic.
Yeah, no, I puzzled that one out because when he was doing his 5-hour stream, that's what he was focused on in between telling people he was going to murder them.
I Stand with Vic needs a new person to attack since they lost to Kick Vic, and that person is me. I've been threatened, my kids harassed, my wife harassed, and I've been doxxed 30 plus times. Now, how do you dox someone more than once?
Well, that's a super doxing. I mean, that's what happens when I Stand with Vic people get together. You super dox people. Now, maybe you had a hand when he outright stated his name on live stream. I don't know.
Look, you know what? I had forgotten about Executive Order 83, which is to the super dox. You're right. So I did issue that several times.
Was that 83 or 84? I'm pretty sure it was 84.
You know what? I'll have to consult the congressional records.
Yeah. I'll check it out. But I'm pretty sure it was 84.
But here we go. I've been doxxed 30 plus times. I threatened one person. Just one person.
It wasn't like he did anything major. I mean, just one block. If this saves just one block, it's worth it.
I threatened one person and the internet has gone crazy. This is amazing. I'm not doing any more content till I finish the kill stream. After that, we will see where this channel goes. I plan to embrace the hate.
Well, he embraced it for a good 40 minutes before he ran for the hills. So bravo, brave soldier.
Yeah, that's it's just fascinating. So to be clear, like I have no idea who is threatening or doxing this guy. Did you hear about one of the threats he said was that some random person called up his son, who I believe he said was 10, but I don't know, and said he wanted to sodomize the child.
Does a 10-year-old even know what that word means?
Well, he didn't. I don't think he said the word sodomize. I think it was a little more colorful. But this is a Christian family stream. I mean, we have Mad Black Protestant on here. We can't be using that profanity.
It's terrible. Yeah, I know.
But
yeah. So I mean, if he associates with known drug dealers and the cartel and KKK members and biker gangs and all of that, then why couldn't it have been one of those guys? Like, you're just a dude trying to live a comfortable life, and he's all up on you like that. What's up with that?
I don't know. And I mean, that's
I'm sorry, but if I associate with known criminals, I'm going to assume that it's one of them before I assume you. No, I mean, no offense, Nick, but you don't quite fit the description.
No, I don't. I don't fit the description of a known criminal. Maybe an unknown criminal.
Maybe an unknown. It's slightly ambiguous.
Have you seen me? Well, never mind. There's a picture floating around. We won't get into a picture that might make me look like a criminal. That's them jokes.
You only commit those acts when you're incognito.
Yeah, exactly. So what was I gonna say? I have to I have to.
You were telling us a story about sodomizing a 10-year-old.
Well, yeah,
Continue.
look, as is often the case on this channel. No, so I'll power level a little bit. I have gotten very little blowback from all of this, despite all of the internet bluster, all of the doxing threats and everything. You know, I personally have received very little. Some of my family members have been mildly harassed. And so just to say that, but I have a hard time. To me, it strains credibility a little bit to think that someone has been doxxed 30 times, which again, I don't even know what that means to be doxxed 30 times. And have people calling like your home, harassing your children. I have a hard time buying it, but if that's his experience.
Oh, I don't believe anything this guy said. He's so full of shit. He went on for 5-10 minutes talking about how hardcore he is. So he's, from the motherfucking streets, right? Like this guy,
those are hard streets.
It's like he's LARPing as fucking Blood In, Blood Out the movie, and he just can't get out of character. It's non-fucking stop with him.
While he's broadcasting from the suburbs from his Toyota Sienna minivan.
Right. You see his apartment, and he's like, I'm so hardcore, man, gang banging, drive-bys and shit. He's got a fucking Dreamcast sitting under his TV, talking about Order 66 and shit. I'm sure he's got a Jedi lightsaber somewhere in that fucking place. He's going on and on about how hardcore he is. And then what does he do? He deletes everything in the span of like 4 hours. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. He goes, I'm going to live with the hate. Oh, I'm going to eat it. Oh, I'm going to feed off it. Like a fucking a lich or something. Just feed off that negative energy.
Like a mad black cuck.
Yeah, and then he ran for the hills.
Right.
And I'm thinking, if this guy knows any gang members, they're probably going to shoot him instead. Like, you're going to make the Crips look like pussies, man. What are you doing?
I can't imagine calling up my gang member buddy, who my murder for call buddy, and saying, listen, there's a pasty white lawyer in the middle of Minnesota. I need that guy offed immediately. Will you drive across all of the state lines I can imagine with your 30 felony warrant counts, and please go murder this person in the middle of the Midwest. Oh, by the way, everyone around him is white, so when you roll up in the 6'4", no one will know what that means. Like, so be really careful. Maybe rent a Sienna or borrow mine or whatever. I like the
And the first question will be, where is Minnesota? And is that Canada?
Is that a suburb of Chicago?
Is that in Canada?
So Jim, I don't know if you know this in Q. I'm pretty sure you don't know. Well, no, you know this because you watched the stream. But when he was on with Drexel, he announced that he was planning on running for the Tennessee Senate.
Best of luck.
Well, Jim, you haven't even heard his platform yet, Jim. Is
it shoot motherfuckers?
No, it was no N-words. And I can't say N-words, obviously. But he said it very explicitly.
I can.
Well, I can too, because technically Irish people. I mean, right. You know what they say about them.
You're the Sargon N-words.
Yes, I am. I am the Sargon N-words. I get a pass.
Well, the Irish, we hard are those guys.
That's right. That's right, yeah.
But so I find it a little bit ironic that the entire premise of his political aspirations were getting rid of the elements of the black community that someone would consider a hard R, which would be the gangbangers, the drug dealers, and everything. And then he immediately...
All of his known associates.
It's like, wow, I hope his friends realize that he wants them all eliminated from the earth harder than David Duke. But okay.
but if they do him a solid, he'll let them live.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt, Nick. Some people in chat are saying I've got an echo going on. Am I echoing for you guys?
I think it is you. Yes.
I'm sorry. Maybe my mic is $10, and I think it's gone to shit on me.
You should invest in a higher quality microphone. May I interest you? I believe someone might be having an estate sale down in Tennessee for their YouTube channels. And they might have a microphone you could use.
Yeah, but I can't afford to buy all the anime figurines that come with it, the Dreamcast and the Jedi lightsaber and all the other shit that he's got, nailed up on his walls. So like a hardcore gang member.
They're all knockoffs. You could probably afford them.
It might be a hot mic too. You could probably get a good deal.
Well, that is true, but I mean, I don't want to get
That's a crip mic.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed. Do I have to wear blue when I use it?
Yes.
All red. You look. What's the Irish gang? I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, we're called the Mix.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, how could I forget? Yeah, stay away from that block.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with the Mix, boy. Oh, they're scary, all right. They'll get drunk and pass out before throwing a punch.
They'll hurl potatoes at you.
It's the one gang that has a globally recognized day of serenity where you can do anything with any gang member and it's fine. They won't murder you on March 17th or whatever.
Well, I mean, he's technically not in the gang anymore, and I wonder, was he let go? Because you can't really crip walk anymore if you're that obese, can you?
No, don't you know when you marry the white woman and move out to the suburbs, you completely lose all of your street cred. He couldn't be a gang member anymore anyway. They probably took his little flag away.
Is it hard to put hydraulics in the minivan when you pick the kids up from the soccer game, is what you're telling me?
Yeah. Once you join the PTA, you have to stop going. I don't know how often the Crips meet, maybe like once a week, or is it once a month, maybe, possibly? I don't know.
It's like a book club down there, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about as close to the Crips as ever gotten. They read a book about it. I think Oprah had it on her show. Yeah. I think Dr. Phil's a charter member.
So here's an interesting bit of MBA lore from himself. And Jim, if you need a link to the video where he was on with me, I don't know if you're going to cover any more of this story, but let me know. I can send you the link so you don't have to go digging for it.
Well, I just got interested because if he does shoot somebody, it's gonna I imagine he's gonna fuck it up. Right? This guy's an idiot.
Yeah,
it'll probably be a discharge in his pants. You know what I mean? Like he'll try to go to pull the gun out and shoot himself in the knee.
Was that a cop or a firearms instructor who did that? Like
firearms instructor in the elementary school, yeah.
Got just right there with all the kids. It's perfect.
Shot himself, and then he tried to turn it into a learning moment. He's like, "That's what you don't want to do, kids."
Listen. My body's in shock right now, so I'm extremely calm. But if you're ever playing with a firearm, please don't shoot yourself right near the penis. But so in that stream, he talked about exactly how he got out of the Crips and how he got out of that life. He was only in the Crips, according to him, before they started really like murdering and killing and kidnapping people. He was just in it when they were just stealing stuff from unoccupied homes or whatever. And that was that hard life down in Florida. And then he moved out of there and he moved over to Tennessee, I believe is what he said. This isn't a dox. I don't know where in Tennessee, but somewhere that's what he said on my show, that he moved to Tennessee and he got out of that life because some guys he knows had kidnapped and murdered someone or something like that. And he wasn't about that. But then when he was in Tennessee, he got back into the robbery aspect. And that's what he got tagged for. Did his 3 years in prison for the robbery, and then came out and decided, I'm going to marry the white woman and open a business cleaning sewers or something.
Well,
that's the American dream.
That's what everybody dreams about. I guess I'm confused because in his video he said he said his name and he's like, I'm the nigga that shoots people. So if he only went to jail for robbery, why is he telling people he's shooting people?
I don't know. I don't know which Mad Black to believe anymore. It's like they're two different people.
Well, he told me it was a real one. He was very clear on it. This is not the internet guy anymore. This is a real dude, and I shoot people.
Okay, so the internet guy doesn't shoot people. The real guy does shoot people.
Two different kind of Crips, yep.
Okay.
I think it's a split personality deal. So, yeah, he's got the hardcore persona that shoots people, but then he has the every other day of the week soccer dad that doesn't shoot people and goes to PTA meetings.
Maybe it's like a Mary Sue self-insert. This is like his DeviantArt story about when he was hardcore and shit. he's got like a Cold Steel the Hedgehog picture and shit we haven't come across yet.
God, I hope he's got like a Tumblr blog somewhere. maybe the parody account of me actually was onto something. I don't know. I don't think so. He didn't come across as an out gay to me. But
I could tell. Like I told him on Twitter, we can smell our own. And I said, as one gay man to another, we need to pray on this. I kept telling him to let Jesus in his heart. I don't think he was listening to me. I only found out later he was an atheist. It was cool. I swear to God, I was unaware of this.
Well, as an Irishman, you wouldn't know what atheists are, right? You're all Catholic automatically.
That's right. And if anybody says otherwise, we throw firebombs at them. Chucky our law, my brother.
Perfect. That's as it should be, really. As it should be. So at some point in this stream, I'm going to ask you both a very serious question. One from the Mad Black Protestant perspective and from the Jim of the internet perspective. So I'll prime this so you guys can think about it. And then there's some clips. There's a super chat I have to address too, very specifically. But one of them, or the question I want you guys to ponder is, at what point does someone actually take an internet spurg out a little bit serious, right? Like, because I'll tell you that I thoroughly believe that some of the things he said in his live stream do constitute a legitimate felony under the law. And an apology video, I don't know if people know this, that doesn't actually help you when you commit a felony with words. It's really hard to do. But when do you take a threat like this seriously? I honestly don't know.
Well, I make it a blanket statement never to take a threat seriously when it comes from a fat man with lightsabers.
When you put it that way, that is a solid point. A solid point. So, Q, are you ready? Or sorry, Mad Black Protestant. Oh my God, are you ready to answer that question, or should we wait? Should we wait for your answer?
Wait for the answer. I'm still trying to get over the lightsaber deal.
Okay.
The serious part of me says, anytime family's brought into the equation, then that's gone too far. And threatening the safety of family, that's just gone too far. So I find myself being a little frustrated at that part of it. But you have to also consider the source as well. And he's about as soft as a Pop-Tart. I'm really not too, I wouldn't be too concerned with it. I feel like he's a guy who likes to hear the sound of his own voice. And so, it's hard to really take him seriously.
Look, you said something that disturbs me very much. As a dad, I have come across some hard Pop-Tarts. Listen, if you open a package,
I'm not talking about 2-week-old like car seat Pop-Tarts.
It takes about.
I'm talking about
Look, it takes about 6 hours for a Pop-Tart to go from soft to straight out of Compton. Right?
Well, yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, you give them a week and those things are like ninja stars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe Pop-Tart was the wrong scenario. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
Okay.
more marshmallowy.
Okay, I got to address 2 super chats. Drayfon sent a huge super chat, and I very much appreciate that if that's legitimate. I've often experienced that these are not. So Drayfon, if that was not intentional, if it was, thank you from the bottom of my heart. But if that was not intentional, please immediately ask YouTube for a refund. And if there's anything you need from me, I'll happily provide it, because I find that those tend to be typos or whatever. But if not, for $300 from Drayfon, hi back at you, buddy. So I do appreciate that, but I've got a lingering suspicion that might have been unintentional. But so I wanted to get that right away. And then his second one did say worth. So maybe that was intentional, and again, it is much appreciated. So thanks. And with that, I think maybe what we should do is play the first clip I'll play the first clip here. How do I was hoping the watch or the screen share would work, but it's not going to, is it? What a terrible system, this YouTube thing.
You're gonna have to do it the boomer way with the 3, 2, 1 go thing.
I know, and I don't. Let's see. Let me. Oh, I know what we'll do. That was lovely. I will upload these to my Google Drive real quick, and I'll send you guys a link to it.
Well, I was just gonna mute my mic and listen to the stream.
Yeah, but you'll be 20 seconds behind. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. There we go. You'll be 20 seconds behind because YouTube has this delay built in. So I can actually, I can do this pretty quickly. Just give me a second. And then I'll send you guys a link, but you'll have to download it because they're like, I have the actual downloaded clips since everything got deleted.
Yeah, he took down everything. He put up 3 videos today. The first one was he's not scared of you. The second video he put up was he didn't flag anybody, even though he had another video saying I totally flag people. And then the third video was I'm not going to say anything until I go on the kill stream. And then all of them came down. I don't even know if he's going to show up for Ralph's thing. I think he's going to bail on that.
I don't know why he would need to be scared of me. I have nothing to do with him. Like the whole, like that's a weird premise to me. Mad Black, like you said a bunch of really, really insane stuff online. So do a lot of people. What am I gonna do to you? Say other weird stuff online back? Maybe that's why he's not scared. I guess that makes sense. I wouldn't be scared of me either. There's nothing to be scared of.
Maybe he got worried or he's a little shook because his support left him. People were passing around Discord pics of people that were modded in his server, leaving, saying I'm done. I'm not going to be a mod anymore. Let me go.
His rap sheet goes as far as being a cat burglar. I'm sorry, I'm not going to worry about a cat burglar. It just doesn't scare me much.
What he should be worried about is the police and the FBI. Not from me. I have not, to be very clear, have not reported this or anything like that. I don't think I'm going to, but other people might have already done so. And or they might have done something like a joke thing where they tag someone, and those actually sometimes get looked at, as we found out in the Vic case. Someone with ass implants and a Patreon sending nudes while her husband watches from the corner tagged the Dallas or the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office in some tweets calling them death threats, and then those showed up on the judge's desk. So apparently the sheriff's office does look at things like that. So some people might have done that. I don't know. Let me see if I can share this whole folder. Oh yeah, here we go. Share.
Now, are these going to be actual clips you're sending us, or am I going to download like 20 gigs of dolphin porn with this?
Yes. Yes is the answer to both of those.
Fantastic.
Let's see. Share. Okay, so these are all. These should all be shared. Hold on. Let me move this screen off while I send them in the message. So the message is going to pop up in your Hangouts window. That folder should have 5 video clips in it. And no, they're not long. I mean, I just uploaded all of them while we were talking. So we're talking like 21 megabytes total. But they are all 5 video clips. So let me know if you guys see those.
I see them.
Okay. If you can download those, and I handily titled them clip 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll all be on the same page.
Ingenious.
But let me know when you're ready and we can do those. In the meanwhile, we could go through one of the Kiwi Farms, the first log of Kiwi Farms that clipped the stream and went ahead and put it all out there. Let's see.
That sounds good.
It sounds like one of those clips was working somewhere.
Yeah. Sorry, that was me.
No worries. Okay, so let me pull that guy up. So here's the first thing. So this starts at the 2 hour and 7 minute mark, which is why we can't go through the whole stream because it would take an intense amount of time. But yeah, 207. The plot thing is, why did Ron think MBA canceled the interview? So this is right after Ron Toye cancels the interview. And if anybody, I want to put this out there because this is kind of funny to me. So these other people, Ron, Monica, Jim, you probably don't know this. Ron and Monica have been talking about receiving death threats from the beginning of this fiasco, long before a lawsuit was ever filed, right when they came out against Vic Mignogna. And then in the discovery emails, Monica actually does email Homeland Security about her death threat that she received. Okay?
Well, why Homeland Security?
Listen.
Why that specifically?
Because, I mean, maybe she has as much mass as the Twin Towers and she's worried about a plane flying into her. I don't know. But I
really don't think any turgid solid object wants to fly into this lady.
So she legitimately emails Homeland Security and her local PD and described it. And I'm reading through this email and I'm thinking, wait, I've heard that death threat. And it turns out I'm 99% on this. It's one of those prank phone call services, right? And you pick up the phone and the guy says, hey, I'm done screwing around.
Wait, you're telling me movie phone called her up to kill her?
Literally, yes.
Press 1 to die. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Monica.
Pretty much, yes. That's what it turned out to be. So
for $5, you can get Tony from The Sopranos.
They didn't do this, but they did categorize, and Mad Black Protestant, you may want to comment on this. They did categorize the voice as that of an African American male, judged by the phone.
My goodness.
So,
oh my goodness.
Do they need to pay reparations for that comment?
Absolutely. I hate being vocally profiled.
Yeah, that's a sham, a shamocracy that they're living under. But no, and the only reason I know this is because when I started covering the Maddox lawsuit, I actually got this phone call. I got the exact same prank phone call that says, hey, you owe me this money. I'm going to kill you, blah, 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 blah. And she freaked out, emails Homeland Security. So that's the death threat that we know that Monica has received. So her fiance, Ron Toye, agrees to go on this guy's show. And then he makes a complete ass of himself, threatening to mass shoot an entire city block. So I found that a little comical.
A little bit of an escalation.
Right. So then there was so this next one is, did MBA get gay out by a fake MBA on Twitter? There's MBA falls for the parody accounts. The parody accounts of other people. Like he fell for the parody account of me saying that he was an out gay man. He fell for a parody account of Hero Hey saying something, and he's very reactionary. And it's possible that a fake MBA account told Ron that he was canceling the show, but we don't know. That's not confirmed. So Ron, whatever his name is,
did cancel because he was showing DMs of that.
Right.
And getting real angry. And I can't remember exactly what the wording was, but it was something like, hey, I had something came up. It was something came up and he just couldn't make it. And he got really fucking mad.
Right. No, I know he canceled, but we don't know if he canceled because Ron says, I legitimately, or I honestly thought you had canceled the show or whatever. So I don't know if like a fake MBA account had sent Ron a message, yeah, I'm not going to do it.
That's even better. Yeah, he's fucking stupid. If you watch that stream, half the time when he's screaming about shooting people, he's looking at his phone, reading comments, and getting angrier by the minute.
It's that's the anger loop. You got to get out of the anger loop. You can't be there. Then he says, I'm leaving Twitter, and then he deletes his Twitter account live on stream because you always want to make decisions when you're really heated. Then a co-host joins. Parodies are supposed to be funny. I love how now they're not going to get the Ron show. Everyone's dipping out. So yeah, it turns out when you announce an interview with a high-profile guest and a whole bunch of people flood into your stream to watch that guest, and then they don't show up, everybody leaves. I don't know I don't know if anybody can follow that logic, but that's what happens. I just don't care about Twitter anyway. I never did. People are going to be like, MBA got trolled. MBA changes the name of his stream to Ron didn't show up, F him. Co-host joke about cocaine shipments and white privilege. I am curious about that. I'm going to have to go back and watch this thing or listen to it as I'm driving my children places. NBA's wife texts him, "You got an audience, make a show of it." Now, the theory going around is that his wife made him delete the stream afterwards. But that's what he said. The theory about that is because he said it. He said, "My wife asked me to delete the stream."
So wait, so he's married to a white chick? Right?
Yes, and he is a strong advocate of white chicks.
A tiny little white girl made him delete his stream.
Typically when my people get a white woman, she's rather substantial.
She's a Karen, is she?
Now, I don't know, but if you ask Perfection, his wife is on the... Let's just say his wife, according to Perfection, might shop at Lane Bryant. We'll suggest that's one way to suggest that.
I mean, there's stereotypes that need to be kept in mind. So, anyway, moving on.
I have never seen his wife, so I would not dare.
Judging from the amount of C's I'm seeing in the word thick in chat, I'm going to guess this is a big girl.
Could be. Okay, so
hey, wouldn't it be quite the conspiracy, Nick, if he was like hooked up with Arms? Who's that chick that
Arms girl? The chick with the Nazi super attack?
That would be quite the conspiracy. That'd be fantastic.
That'd be gross. And
seems like the kind of guy that would do it too.
Her arms are long enough that she could do interstate dating with him too. She could just.
Oh wait, is that how he met his wife? Like he's into Star Wars and shit, Order 66 and all of that stuff. Was she cosplaying as a literal planet when he went to one of the conventions?
Oh, come on.
Chewie, we gotta land this fucking thing. Aim for a navel.
He's a Gaia-phile. Turns out he just goes outside and looks for snake holes to bang. I'm with you, planet. So he says, NBA notices less likes on the stream. Damn the YouTube bots. Oh, wait, no, I skipped one. Nick Rekieta called me gay and called me a hoe. I joked that he was a hoe that was mad, but I never called him gay. Although, wait, someone else called him gay, and I read that super chat, so maybe that was it.
Well, Nick, my daddy told me when you throw a rock into a pack of wolves, the one that cries is the one who got hit. So
that could be. NBA reiterates that he's not on Twitter. He plans to update the stream thumbnail, but emphasized that he's not. I stand with Vic. That's been the weirdest flex of this guy the whole time. I'm neutral in the whole situation. Everything he says is negative. But yeah. Jim, you're echoing again.
I'm muted, so I can't be.
Oh, Q, are you echoing?
It's possible.
Do you have any headphones?
I do. I'll grab them.
Okay, you grab those. And then once you grab the headphones, we'll play the clip. I don't know how this works. Do you just call up your Crips to have them deliver headphones to you?
That's thug life. He's going to go rob it from a neighbor right now. That's how it works.
Yeah. I don't have headphones, but my neighbor does. I'll be right back.
No, my neighbor used to have headphones. I'll be right back.
So then, yeah, he's not on Twitter. All of these sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, are all old and washed up BS. Ron punked out. It don't reflect on me at all. It might.
Wait a minute. I'm still hearing an echo. I think it's coming from you, man.
I don't think that's possible.
Because when I mute, I'm hearing it twice.
Well, Q isn't muted. His mic is still on.
Oh, okay. All right. Fuck me. I'm getting old.
I can't actually mute him anymore. Whoa, don't do that.
That's nice and trippy. It's like light speed.
Yeah, I didn't.
Goes with that Star Wars theme. So is that why he hates you? Is it a whole 40K versus Star Wars thing going on here we don't know about?
It must be. Oh God, I don't know. I legitimately don't know. I never talk about the guy. and I had no problem with him. He went all out.
Well, I think it's when you told him he sucked dicks that he suddenly had an issue with you.
But I didn't tell him that.
Well, when the super chat said, "Hey, by the way, this dude loves to taste the cock," I think that's what set him through the roof.
Okay, let me find this. My intern did happen to send out a tweet last night that might have made him mad. Let me find it real quick. Okay, so when I heard that Ron did not show up for the interview, I quickly messaged my intern and I said, look, you got to put up a tweet. And she said, my boss asked me to extend condolences and ask prayers for Mad Black Entertainment. I guess he was attacked by a bull after being stood up by his date or something. This is very confusing. She's not in on the incel language, and I watched the Joker movie, so I know the incel language. That was a cuck joke because he got cucked by someone by spending time with a woman instead of him. But yeah. So that tweet made him really mad, and he was really mad. Oh yeah, he was really mad that a woman sent that tweet.
Well, see, I just want to know what's going to offend him the most so he comes back, because it was entertaining for that 4 or so hours that he was around, and now that he's deleted everything, I'm really kind of sad.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean that in the truest, purest sense of the word. When a YouTuber just decides to delete everything, there's always a reason, and it's a great reason. And it's sad when they go, because, well, if it's not captured quick enough, you might not know what's in there. But God, what a... Q, do you have those headphones yet?
Yep.
Okay, how many white people died in the making of these headphones?
None. But 4 cats might not make it.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if the screen... Is it the screen share?
Are you echoing because you're playing it twice? That would be amazing.
That would be really stupid. That'd be my fault. Let's do that, and then I'll okay, maybe that'll fix it. But I'm gonna still blame Q because white people blame black people for things. So that's what I'm told anyway. Oh, okay, yeah, I limited. I think it was me the entire time. That makes me so much happier about everything in my life. Okay, so I'm ready to play the first clip. Are you guys ready for the first clip? Oh, wait, no, I completely boomered that. Hold on. No, now I've got it coming out. I know everybody's muted. Just a second. You guys are now coming through my speakers. How do I do this? Oh, well, we're not going to do the screen share anyway. So never mind. Hold on. Okay, let's try now. Sorry. Okay.
Well, it should take them, what, 20 seconds to catch up?
Yeah, they know. They know. Okay, the screen share is no longer gone. But I'm not going to do the screen share anyway because it doesn't actually work for you guys. So it doesn't matter. Let me get... Okay, I'm doing clip 1. I've got clip 1 primed. I'm going to put it... I can just put it on Streamlabs, so we don't need to screen share it if you guys are ready. This clip is 57 seconds. And I think, Jim, you probably had the most of it in your... Or part of it in your...
I probably did. The apology itself, you said?
No, this is clip 1. Clip 1.
Clip 1. Clip 1, okay.
Yeah. All right, so if you're all set, I'm going to play it in 3, 2, 1, go.
And since I don't know who's doing it, I'm going to get all of you. Get them all, you get the right one.
So
you're not going to know when it's coming. Just know it's coming. Now, you can take that and run with it. It's coming. I shouldn't even tell you that, but I'll be generous enough to let you know. It's definitely coming. Because guess what? The only thing I'm really waiting on is to make sure my kids are 100% secure and they don't need me. Once I know my kids got everything and they don't need me, they can do fine without me, I'm willing to trade everything in to take care of each and every one of y'all. And go ahead. I don't give a fuck. Go to your YouTube daddy and cry. I don't care. Don't matter to me. YouTube ain't gonna be able to save you from what I'm bringing.
Now, Nick, is that a shirt you sell in your shop?
God, I'm mad because I want to. That's a great shirt.
Right?
I would love to sell the Tricky Nick Rekieta Law shirt, but I can't because he sells it, right? I mean, maybe I could take it. I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should ask him if he wants to enter into a partnership sales. I think this is fantastic, but no. And I would have sold him one size bigger.
So his tits weren't so prominent?
Well, I was thinking the gunt wouldn't show. So there's some. I can't zoom and enhance on this, but there's some bulge down there.
Oh, there's some bulge everywhere, man. I don't know what part you're looking at, but it's kind of coming from every direction.
Listen. Looking at this specimen of the man, I know where all the bulge is. I
mean, I think he's even got like back tits. Maybe he'll swivel his chair at one point and we'll get a good look at the D cups. I don't know. So that was the first one. Now I haven't actually seen these. So I'm very curious what the farms think is most important. But there's one line I want to focus on in there. I shouldn't be telling you this. You absolutely should not say anything you just said on the internet. That's a very bad thing to do because it doesn't. Again, what people sometimes don't understand is it's not in the hands of a victim whether or not something gets prosecuted. At some point, the state goes, okay, we're stepping in because this person violated the law. Whether or not the victim cares about it tends to matter in sentencing, not so much in the actual prosecution. And he's Mad Black, so he's got to know that if the police show up, he's got a 60-40 chance of making it through that. That was a joke. That was a race joke. Sorry. Here's clip 2. I'm gonna pull up clip 2. I'm just waiting to see if the audience caught the 3/5 thing, but
show up in my shit.
65. I'm just waiting for it. All right.
Okay, so this is a 40-second clip, and I'll start it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Show up in my shit, and I'm telling you, nobody will ever hear from you again. Matter of fact, a gun is too nice. I'll use a compound bow.
Use a
Fuck
compound.
a gun. Because I don't want you to die. I want you to be in writhing fucking pain.
Listen,
and I'm going to shoot you somewhere where there's no way you can bleed out and die. Because I want you to lay there and suffer in plain agony until the cops get here. Fuck a damn gun. That's too easy.
Sorry, the background guy.
How about a 4-blade serrated arrow going through your kneecap? Tell me how that'll fucking feel.
Not good.
Oh, thanks for the assistant coach there, other guy.
Well, Nick, what are you going to do when Ram Black shows up at your house?
Okay, so pro tip for the audience. When making threats, the specificity of the threat actually increases the likelihood that you're saying something felonious. If you just say, "I'ma kill you dead," or whatever, that's probably not an actionable threat of violence. If you say, how about a 4-bladed serrated arrowhead through the kneecap, that is a very specific threat of bodily injury, which would constitute a felony battery. And when you do that, that actually increases the likelihood that you have commit a felony through your words.
It was a Skyrim reference, okay? He was just telling you how much he loves Todd Howard's fucking work. Arrow to the knee, right, bro? You get it. Wink, wink. I'm gonna drive down there and Skyrim the shit out of you.
It just works. Listen, Skyrim just works, and it's not a bug. It's a feature. Everything is perfect. When that knee shot leaves you writhing in agony till the police show up, that's what as intended. But oh my god, what a
wow,
delicious.
Words cannot express.
But in fairness to him, this was him saying, if you come to my house. So like he doxes himself. He actually, I believe, said his home address on air and said, come and get me. He also challenged, I believe, four white men to a fight, which would be me, Yellow Flash, that Umbrella Guy, and Hero Hay. And to his credit, Hero Hay has accepted the fight. So we've got a Dongaworski thing, but I don't know if Mad Black is going to. I don't know if he would pass the HIV test that Tonka seems to have failed. But
well, I was just unaware that William Tell was the guy that founded the fucking Crips. I mean, how many are doing drive-bys with a bow and arrow?
Listen, Crips have been around for a very long time. Since the horse and buggy and emphasis on the horse, they are no stranger to ride-bys.
So Nick, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you. I got you.
So this, I mean, no offense, but I guess at this point the cat's out of the bag. I'm black.
You are?
Yeah, sorry to break it to you.
Yeah.
I would not have invited you on the show if I knew that.
Yeah, more sandy beige than black. We've gone through that whole thing, but this guy's literally threatening to chunk mini spears at you if you come to his house.
Come on now.
That he said it, like, right? I mean, last I checked, that's exactly what arrows were, right? Or mini spears.
They are mini spears.
So he's going to chuck mini spears at you if you come to his house. I mean, that's a credible threat. I think I'd probably go to the FBI over this one.
Now, I don't know. I'm told that there's a rascal scooter involved somewhere. And so that may be the noble steed that he has mastered.
When he said he was going to ride an animal, I thought he meant his wife.
Oh my God. Come on, Jim. I've been trying to leave her out of it. I don't know anything about her, but okay, we'll roll with it. Okay, I'm getting.
Good choice of words. I mean, that's kind of how she gets around rolling.
Well, this guy wants to live up to all the stereotypes. Well, let's just go with all of them.
I guess we have to, right?
I mean, where is he going to draw the line, really?
Now I don't know. Again, yeah, Jim, you probably don't know this. In the stream with Drexel, well, part of the thing I was kind of defending Mad Black on is that I thought was a little improper. Perfection suggested that Mad Black only married his wife for her credit score. I thought that was a little below the belt, but I don't know.
He was marrying up to one of those women that has the illustrious Walmart credit card.
That's what.
If she looks how I imagine, there'd be nothing else to marry her for, really, would there?
Listen, I don't know what people are attracted to, and like I said, I don't know her. She may be a very nice lady. So.
Well, it's not his fault he's attracted to her. Gravity's a bitch.
Come on. He did get very offended that I was calling Jamie Markey and Monica Rial fatzos the other day. So maybe that's indicative of the issue. But like I said, I've never actually seen her. Because contrary to Mad Black's belief,
he's the black shallow Hal.
I literally don't care about his existence. I thought he was a nice guy or whatever. We had a good show, but other than that, I mean, I don't follow anything about him. I don't watch his show. I don't watch really anybody's show anymore. I don't have time. My entire day is dealing with my own children and life, and then doing my own show at night, and that takes up. I barely consume media anymore. So I've got clip 3 ready to go. And guys, we'll get to the super chats in a minute. I wanna enjoy my guests here and not subject them to super chats every 30 seconds. But as soon as we get through we've got 5 total clips. Once we get through those, I'll start doing super chats. So I appreciate your patience on that. So here's clip 3. This one's a little longer. It's 1:30. He's got the co-host team in here, and that's great. And I wonder when they all regretted their appearances. Maybe we'll see it.
I about 2 hours in, you could see the shift on their face of the, oh God, how do I leave? How do I get off stream without actually getting off stream? Was the look they got on their faces.
So let's see how Matt and New Temple do in this clip. So I'll start it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you, Legendary.
Come see me, bitch. I'm gonna come see you. Better believe that. Listen, here's a word I want you to spell in your house. D-U-C-K, duck. And make sure you teach it to your kids, motherfucker. And tell them what a walk by is, too. That's a word I want you to teach your whole family. Damn, y'all run and tell him I said it, motherfuckers. Duck. Learn that word. Because you're going to keep running your mouth about me. I'm going to show you what cripping used to be like. I'm going to show you what real Crips do. I'm done talking. So you don't come see me, I'm going to buy my own ticket. I'll shoot your whole block up just to find you. Since I'm a thug and a criminal and all this and that, I'm going to show you motherfuckers. I'm going to shoot your whole motherfucking block up. Then what you going to say?
Take the
Think I'm playing, don't you?
Take the
I'm
sip,
gonna call
Matt.
one of my homeboys tomorrow. I'm gonna buy all my shit. And I'm gonna fucking put every bit of it on camera for you. I'm gonna strap up all the clips and everything you want and show it all. And you can fucking flag the video if you want. But I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna block up with. Just so you know I ain't playing. Since you think this shit a game, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna contact one of my boys in the morning and I'm gonna get everything I need. You think these crazy school shooter motherfuckers are a problem? You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm gonna show you a real problem. I'm gonna show you a real problem.
Meanwhile, Matt's just sitting there getting just blazed on OE 40s. I mean, what the hell? Matt didn't seem any less interested. I mean, than sipping on a 40.
Hey, Matt had the eye roll a couple times when he says, "I'm gonna shoot up a whole body." He's like, "All right. I'm gonna drink this right now because I don't know what my face is doing." And New Temple,
I'm pretty sure it was Old English.
New Temple is sitting there adjusting his camera. Like, I don't. What was he doing?
He was doing anything to distract himself from the fucking conversation. I don't blame him. That's one of those things where you're like, oh fuck, do I make fun of him right now or get the fuck out of here? I don't know which way to go with this.
This is.
I mean, so the dude, self-admittedly was a Crip until they started doing real Crip shit. Like at that point, it got a little too serious, and he had to find himself a white woman in the suburbs with good credit.
Hey, that's old school shit, man. I mean, he drew the line. You know, in his day,
he drew the line, but like
cars. You know what I mean?
But let's not pretend now like we were like hard asses. I mean, the dude was a freaking cat burglar. Like I think it's more of a threat to rob you, Nick, than actually do anything more felonious than that.
See, I disagree. I can't picture him being a cat burglar because a man with an ass that big can't fit through a window.
Yeah, this is true. But he only goes through doors though, double doors, sliding doors. He picks the houses with the sliding doors.
Oh, here, if
you have French doors, you are screwed.
Fucked. It's over.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. So, because here comes Gertie. She's coming right behind him.
I love the speak and spell thing for the hardcore, like threat. I want you to teach your kids. He had to like check for a minute. He's like, D-U-C? Hey? It's like, come on, man. Google that shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. He did his best Samuel L. Jackson impersonation he could possibly do. It was fantastic. So, you get an Oscar on that one, Mr. Black. I mean, do I call him Mr. Matt or Mr. Black? I'm not.
I don't know. Someone said
his first name or middle name. I'm not sure.
Someone said he targets houses with bay windows. So.
I mean, can you do a walk by with diabetes feet? Like, I'm just wondering, like, how is he? It seems like it's outside.
No, man. He's got them compression socks. He's good.
Like, I keep picturing him. Like, I hate my life. I keep picturing him on a Rascal with Roland in the background. They see me rolling. It's like,
but you know, with a gut like that, his shoes have Velcro on them.
He better look if he wants to walk by and shoot up my block. Like, he better charge the Rascal because it's a long block. I live in the country, man.
He better bring an extra battery. That's all I can say.
Oh my goodness. And Jim, I'm told that a beautiful individual from the Kiwi Farms has started up an archive channel. So if you need the content, I will send that to you happily.
They've got his stuff. Yeah, I was only able to save like one or two videos from him, and then everything went down so quickly. I guess he really lives by his word when he was like, you need to learn duck. He duck and covered pretty fucking quick when he pulled it all down.
Look, I think the Kiwis have a nose for some of this stuff and realize very quickly, start to archive. This is about to become stupid. So they seem to have done that. Okay, I'm gonna queue up clip 4. We've got clip 4 here.
So let me get this straight. So he's threatening to come to Minnesota and play Duck Duck Goose with your kids. Is that what I'm getting?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. In Minnesota, it's Duck Duck Gray Duck, right?
It is Duck Duck Gray Duck. I don't know. He might just not know how to. He might think my children don't know how to spell duck.
Okay.
So he's really.
They have something in common, because that took him a while. I mean, based on his spelling abilities, I don't know if you can find Minnesota on a fucking map.
Listen, my children are able to spell at a very early age. They're quite good.
It's called white privilege, Nick.
It is. Actually, the government comes by and gives white children injections that make them spell better. I learned that.
Well,
sorry.
That's okay. I mean, we knew it already. He gives the government gives the Asian children injections with math quotient formula in it.
Right, they do, and they give black children an injection that makes them 3/5 as good as everybody else. From what I hear.
Dang! Wow, I'm gonna sick my brother on you again.
You should. I like your brother very much. We get along.
Yeah,
we get along great.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good, but yeah, he used to be a Pi Beta Alpha, so
he probably got better grades than I did.
He'll probably sick his Glee Club buddies on you. So that's a hardcore group. He rode crew back in the day. So
shit happens for a reason. I didn't know your brother was in the same fraternity as this guy's wife. You said Pi, right?
Oh my goodness, no. Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, you better look over your shoulder, Nick.
I guess. Oh, yeah, come on. Yeah. The whiskey's hitting me a little hard. I gotta be careful on the jokes here because I had one. I had a retort that I'll send you privately, but probably not best for YouTube. Okay, so I've got clip 4 loaded up here if you're ready. Okay, so I'll start clip 4. This is 1:30 in 3, 2, 1, go.
After tonight, I got nothing else to say. But when you go on somebody's channel and they ain't logged in a month, you can come back to my next live stream and I'll tell you why they haven't logged in on their channel in a month.
You'll tell them.
2 months or 3 months or however long that they haven't uploaded a video. You'll understand then. And don't worry, I got a lot of friends. I know a lot of drug dealers and a lot of gang members. So who says I have to do anything myself? That's the one advantage that I have being a former Crip. I know a lot of dudes who still are Crips. I know a lot of dudes who deal cocaine and steal cars and murder people. So I don't even have to leave this chair I'm sitting in. I can sit right here just like this, and then this phone will ring, and it'll say, hey man, it's done. And then I'll put this phone back down and finish doing my stream. So who says I have to do anything? And you know what's really funny? Mm-hmm. One of my drug dealing friends actually text messaged me the other day, and he said, man, that's fucked up that they tried to accuse you of sexual assault. He said, I was watching that shit. That's some bullshit. And I said, yeah, that's the kind of shit they do to me every day, bro. And you know what he said? He said, you know where to find me if you need me. That's all he said. I think I'm going to give him a call in the morning. I think I'm going to give a few of them a call in the morning. I think I'm going to be sending out some anonymous addresses, see if maybe I can stir up a little bit of trouble.
Okay. A couple questions. Who accused Mad Black of sexual assault?
Well, you know, there's what you did here at the restaurant.
Not his wife, I can guarantee you that.
He accused himself of sexual assault. Maybe he'll send out his own address, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to need you to hit this address. This motherfucker accusing me of sexual assault.
I'm amazed that you've made it through 4 clips and haven't once yet brought up the fact. See, I'm already thinking of his wife. Fact that he's wearing a Naruto hat.
Listen, he's got that Naruto walk down. He has to work himself up to it, but he doesn't have to leave the chair, Jim.
He gets plenty of practice. The jelly bean.
He couldn't leave that chair if he wanted to.
I legit have no idea who is accusing this guy of sexual assault, but I find it absolutely hilarious because he's so hard after Vic, who people have accused of sexual assault falsely, and he doesn't seem to process that false accusation is the big problem, even though he clearly thinks it's a problem. Although no one on earth is curious about Mad Black sexually assaulting people, no one believes it.
Oh, God, do you see? I'm trying so hard. Like, I want to hit the right level of fat jokes about his wife without going too far. Like, when you're like, he can't process it, I was going to be like, she can't process sugar in her blood. You see, I have all of these lined up in my head, and I'm like, how mad can I get him to come back? And I don't know what that level is.
Listen, someone sent me her picture in Discord, and I am really, really resisting.
You have a monitor that can go that high in resolution? Because you're going to need a bit of space.
Listen, I have an ultra wide.
So does he.
But no, I legitimately, I'm not going to post his wife's picture on screen or anything like that. I don't know anything about her.
Can you just post one hoof?
Come on. Come on now. Okay, we've got to get to the most important one. And now I have set up this stream long before this video. This is the apology video. So I'm going to get that one queued up here. And I want to make sure and show this, because this is what he said today. Although I'm told he's already backing out on some parts of the apology video, like he's still doing content. I don't know. I don't care what Mad Black is doing, other than the fact that he is, because this is what he did. He proved me wrong. I said I didn't care what Mad Black was saying, and then he threatened to murder my entire family, and so then I decided not to. I guess I had to care a little bit.
He said he was going to shoot your kids. Yeah, let's make some fat jokes about his fucking wife. Like, relax a little bit.
But no. So here's the apology. I'm gonna start this up in 3, 2, 1, go.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, the music is from here. Oh my god.
Last video.
Yeah, no, he put that in himself.
I'm gonna start the video off by saying, Nick Rekieta, sorry I threatened you and your family.
Me too.
I fucked up. I got mad, and I let this YouTube shit go to my head. I said some fucked up shit, and I'm getting all the hell I deserve for it.
Probably.
You don't have to forgive me. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to let everybody know I'm done. I'm quitting YouTube effective right now. I'm already in the process of taking everything off my channels. I don't know if it's gonna be permanent, but it's gonna be for a while. So I'm gonna take down everything. I'm just gonna leave the channels, but I'm done. I'm done with Twitter, YouTube, Discord, all of it, because it's just too much. The constant harassment of my family, the going back and forth at it with people, all this stuff. I'm over it. I'm done. And it made me say and do and act like a crazy person.
No, it didn't.
And like I said, I shouldn't have said that stuff to your family and to you. So I'm done. I'm done with all of it. Like I said, I may come back, I may not, but as of right now, effective right now, no more videos. I'm taking down what's up. I'll leave the Discord up. Those guys can do what they want with it, but I'm not gonna be in there. And I'm done with Twitter too. It's deactivated. I'm not even logging back into it. I'm gonna talk to Ethan Ralph. I might still do the kill stream just to put a cap on it. Matter of fact, I think I will. I think I'll go on and just do that, put a cap on it, be done with it. But my YouTube fun is over. After this stuff that's went on today, I'm done. So everybody got what they wanted. See you guys later, because I'm done.
Nobody got what they wanted. Everybody wanted you to interview Ron Toye, you weirdo. And instead you decided to determine that the internet needed to be threatened to death. Like, what?
That is one of the fastest turnarounds I've seen in a while. Like, to go from I'm gonna kill some motherfuckers to I'm a victim, to go from I'm gonna take all the hate because I fucking love it to I'm pulling everything down in the matter of hours was pretty amazing.
And again, I wanna point out, threatening, like threats to your family, if somebody, and I don't believe this at all, but if somebody was actually threatening Mad Black's family, that should never happen. But that didn't make you go real gangster, right? That didn't make you do that. You did that.
So just so we're clear, I know that this law thing is kind of something you dabble in. Wouldn't you tell your client never to make a video essentially admitting guilt of every single thing? Because I mean, how do you say it wasn't you at this point?
Right. Or how do you say it was a joke when you say, I'm sorry, I threatened? Like, terrible. He should have called me for legal advice.
He should have called one of his Crip buddies. They would have told him, yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that, Holmes. That's a bad idea. Like, what an idiot.
It's a little bit insane. I guess maybe the other definition of mad is true. He might be a little bit crazy. I've heard people speculating that he has the autism or whatever.
Speculating. I think it's been confirmed. I don't take him as a credible threat. I don't find anybody threatening when they have Beyblade toys in their fucking pockets, little Naruto hats, Dreamcasts, and fucking lightsabers. I think you're fine. I don't think he could find Minnesota, and if he did, he'd sink right through the snow. Like, there's nothing that's going to happen here.
Listen, I don't know if you understand the radial acceleration of a Beyblade at full spin. That's very, very dangerous. That's a lot of possible.
You're going to be walking down the street. It's going to be a dark night. You're going to hear somebody jump out and scream, "It's time to duel!" He's got his cards and his little Beyblades. He's all fucking ready. Nick, I brought you a magic deck, so it's fair. Oh, thank you. You're honorable.
Lightning bolt. I can't get him fast enough. No. Oh my God. It's it's a little bit, it's a little bit wild. I don't know. This has been one of the weirdest encounters. This is one of the weirdest encounters I've had during this whole fiasco is this one cuz I was barely even involved. Should I show? I guess I should show the tweets, huh? Or the direct messages, right?
Oh, I hope it's as fucking crazy and stupid as the rest of his shit.
You're probably going to be disappointed, but I want to make sure everybody knows. So all of my direct messages with him start on September 21st. I might have had. I don't remember having any Twitter conversations with him, but I might have. But I can't access those because the whole account is suspended thing. Here's the first bit. This is September 21st. I hope you guys can see this. It's kind of small. But I'll read them real quick. It says, "Dude, don't get it twisted." Oh, I should probably share this with you. "Dude, don't get it twisted. I'm not mad about shit and I ain't a hoe. I don't have an issue with you. Just that bitch Yellow Flash who lied on me. I don't give a fuck about Vic bullshit." And again, it's important to remember that this man who doesn't give a fuck about Vic bullshit did a Vic video, I think, every day for the past 30 days or something. Because he just don't care. You just don't care about it. So I said, "Hey man, my joke came off wrong and I'm sorry if that pissed you off. Bad foresight on my part. People kept telling me you were after me almost daily. They probably meant the movement or something. Joke was executed poorly, and that's on me. You're in a show right now, so I doubt you'll see it. If you want to share these texts, go for it. Full permission. Otherwise, hit me back whenever. See, this is me. I'm admitting, like, I honestly didn't mean to make him mad with my hose mad joke. It was a joke, and I had no problem with this guy. I hear you, all good. I'm not sharing it. No need to. Not they business. I can't use Twitter now. I got flagged, but I saw your tweet. Thanks, and anytime you want me on, just tell me. I said, word, appreciated. I'm going to unlist this stream since it's dropped. And then he comes to me. Ron Toye asked me to interview him. I'm going to ask everything he said. No softballs, so I'm going in. Just thought you want to know. Good luck. Should be a good show. You know me. I'm going to ask the hard stuff. So then we get to the tweet, which I'll pull that up in a bigger picture here. Let me get that pulled up real quick for the stream. So this is, you notice, this is Nick Rekieta, which has a different spelling of Rekieta.
Oh yeah, can I say whoever did that, fantastic job. I did that to Pete Hines, the VP of Bethesda, when they were releasing Skyrim on like the PS3, and they all thought I was him when I told them get a better console and stop being poor, and it made him so fucking mad. It's perfect, nicely done.
So I think it is great that a closeted gay black man like Mad Black and a trans gay white male like Ron Toye can get together on a stream and help heal the anime community. Hashtag love is love. Hashtag LGBTQ. So then he responds, funny how you guys who suck off Vic every day try to claim other people are gay, lol straight up bitches, keep giving your money to Ty to get drunk because he's sure not defending his client. So that's the text, and I'll pull up my response. I just sent that to him because I was in Hawaii, and I was at this very interesting charity, which I might talk about in a future stream. But I was at this charity getting a tour of it, and they I saw that and I was like, well then, that's all I said is well then, and then attach the screenshot. Hold on one second. I'll pull out the rest.
Yeah, from what I saw, there were like maybe like 10. He was really mad about whoever was running that account.
He was very, very mad at the internet. That is for sure. So here's the rest, and I included the bottom of the screen grab there from Twitter just to make sure there's no weird accusations that I didn't show all of it. So he said, if dudes are going to call me gay, I'm going to say whatever I want. I haven't done shit, but I agreed to talk to the guy, and I've been getting attacked non-stop, so fuck it, gloves off. I don't know who called him, well, whoever called him gay, the parody account. I said, yeah, but dude, you went fucking off the deep end on me saying a version of hose mad after hearing that you were bad-mouthing me, etc. We buried it, and you fell for an obvious goddamn parody and went all in again, confirming the bullshit you swear you aren't engaged in. I know that wasn't you. I checked first. That's why I said what I did. So I say weird play. The saying Ty is a shitty lawyer doesn't mean anything because everyone is saying it. Face it, dude. You got some bad actors on your side fucking with people for nothing. Yourself and the other guys who cover this can ask people to chill the fuck out. I'm going to go at anyone who comes at me. I don't care if they're doing it for a cause or not. I did nothing to these people. Fact. They don't get to decide my response once they start some shit. So this guy legitimately asked me to police the internet. Legitimately asked me to police the internet.
Well, yeah, that's weird too, because he had a video up where he was like, I'm not what does he call up again, this is the other thing. This is a dude claiming he's a Crip, and he calls the dudes he hangs out with online the League of Villains or Evil or some shit like that. The League of Villainous Evil?
Listen,
so like
the
Nick,
evil
you're
internet.
the Crip of the internet.
I'm the OG of the internet now.
The
apparently.
OG of the internet, yeah. So yeah, anybody that wants to post anything on Twitter has to go through you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I do approve everybody's tweets on Twitter beforehand. They all send them to me. I have an approve and tweet button. Twitter put it up specifically before throwing me off their fucking platform. So my response is what I say to everybody. I'm not going to tell people what to do. Haha. What kind of bullshit is that? Just sort of looks like you're bullshitting me to my face while talking shit. You're going to do you. I never suggested otherwise, but it sure looks like this wasn't some calculated move, because it obviously was not calculated. Looks like you thought it was me coming at you and you freaking out again, and then trying to pretend like you ain't about that. Which, sorry for saying ain't. That's rude. Says, Nick, I checked the account first, but believe what you want. I'm done asking you guys to chill out. So it is what it is. I'm minding my business, get attacked, and you blame me. Dude, if I want to come at you, I would do it live like I did the first time. You got the wrong dude here. I guess that's true. That was honest. Like I told you before to your face, fuck your movement. It's just content to me. It's just content to me. So there you go. That's what it's always been for Mad Black. And every time people ask me, I said, he's a drama channel. He wants drama. You guys act like it's your lives on the line instead of Vic's. I said, listen, I don't give a fuck. It just looks funny as hell. I'm not doing a video on this or anything. Well, I wasn't going to. If you think that about me, then you're a fucking idiot, and that's all there is to it. You're welcome for the content. Infinite shit for you to complain about while pretending not to care. Said, dude, you are the one assuming shit about me, and I don't care. It's conversation. I'm not making shit, and I haven't shown this shit to anyone. I'm not trying to beef. You have assholes on your crew starting shit plain and simple. I said, word. Can't wait till this shit ends. And then on October 1st, he left the hangout. So I no longer had access to Mad Black right after that. So there you go. That's the magic DMs between me and Mad Black.
So he got trolled so hard. He got trolled so hard by one dude running a parody account and saying he's gay.
In one tweet. Jim, it was one tweet.
1 year gay tweet made him threaten death against people and then delete everything in shame.
How did this guy make it through 3 years of prison?
I don't know. But he says he did not sag his pants. So
well, his ass does have a whistle to it, if you know what I mean. It's a little bit of a thing going on there. That might be speculation as to how he survived. Maybe that's why that tweet hit so hard. Like his cellmates did when they held him down.
I mean, I don't know. I assume, maybe I'm naive, but I assume that everyone on Earth has been called gay on the internet. Like, I assume my grandma has been called gay on the internet. I assume everybody, because I thought that's just what the internet did. I thought it called everybody gay. But apparently he had never been called gay on the internet until the parody account hit him.
He lost his mind after that. Yeah, that's it's amazing. Like, being called gay once sent him through the fucking roof.
Well, that and being doxxed 192 times.
Listen, it was 30. Don't you lie about him. Don't you misrepresent his words. It was only 30 doxikings. Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Oh.
It's so impressive.
It's a disaster. I genuinely am sad. Like I don't. Well, listen, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh at people on the internet. You can't take that away from me. The government wants to, and I will never not laugh. But it's really ridiculous when someone has their little thing that they do to blow off steam and have some fun, and to choose to delete everything. Listen, you got to protect that. You got to really protect that heterosexuality. You can't stand for being called gay on the internet. You have to delete your entire life from the internet to prove that you aren't gay. I understand.
I just want him to come back. I was enjoying it for the 4 hours that he was around, and I thought it would be more entertaining if he's still around. I don't know. I've had fun. Thank you for inviting me on. I got to go. My Richter sale's going off, so I think him and his wife are here. I mean, I'm feeling, there's a little bit of rumbling going on. Maybe that's your tummy, or maybe that's the earth. I don't know. Once you get over,
you'll know if the Richter scale is going off in the rhythm of a crip walk. You know, then at that point that they're there.
Well, it's weird. Instead of showing numbers, it just says stampede. But I don't understand what that's referring to unless she's running. So, live and learn, I guess. I'm not sure. Best of luck. Remember, DUCK CK, I think it was. I don't know. I'm not good with that.
I guess. I don't know how to spell. I never learned. White privilege has gotten me this far without spelling. So you
It's overrated.
You only have to spell in them streets. But
yeah, is that what you got to go for?
yeah, that's how it goes. But thank you very much for coming on, Jim. I really appreciate it.
Oh no, yeah, this is God, this is like the second time. The first time, who was it? You got into some argument with some dude, and I don't know who the fuck he was, but he was just equally as retarded. He was as big of a sped as this guy is.
Was it Tonka?
No. This was related to the whole Vic shit. It was
Shane.
the one who was like
Shane.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was
the guy that like
Shane Holmberg.
maybe that's who it is. I don't know, but that was fucking gold too.
Okay, so low key, just to wrap up the Shane Holmberg saga, I've never talked about this publicly, but Shane sent me an email from a burner email account, specifically stating so he could deny that he ever sent it. But he did say that he fully regretted coming on my show. It was the worst decision of his entire life. And that's a life of bad decisions, people. You saw that apartment, you saw that chair. That is a life of terrible decisions. He said that was the worst decision he's ever made, and he wished it would go away.
He couldn't possibly remember all the bad decisions he's made since like yesterday.
So,
well, I mean, bad for him, good for me. I laughed hard that fucking night. So,
yeah.
I don't know, but best of luck. Try to stay alive.
I will do my best.
I'll give the police the tips to look for an obese man in a Naruto hat carrying a lightsaber. If you do disappear too long, I'll pray for you, buddy.
Look, I live near several cops, so I will just tell them, look, if you see an obese man running through the hood.
No, crip walk. Remember, walk pies.
Crip walking through the hood with diabetes socks and his arms extended fully behind him at high velocity, then you know that's
with a bow and arrow over his shoulder. Don't forget that. Chunking mini spears at people.
Why is he using a compound bow and not? It'd be much manlier to use a recurve. I'm just saying.
Oh, for sure. It'd be more Renaissance-y.
You guys just don't understand thug life. What can I say? Maybe he'll do a Neo series on it. All right, take it easy, guys.
All right, man.
Have a good one.
Nice meeting you.
Peace, Jim.
Yeah, no, it's not nearly as cool, like the compound bow thing, but it is what it is.
Oh my God. Okay, I got a couple. So I've got a bunch of super chats to go through. Q, you with me for those?
I'm with you. Let's go. Let's do it.
All right, so let's hit those. I'm gonna hit these two first. These are from Jeff Smith. They're large ones, and I want to make sure we get them right away. Jeff Smith says, O'Connell gave me the lucky charms, you day drunken financial advisor. O'Connell gave you the lucky charms? Oh, man. And then he follows up with, Nick, I'm terminally ill and have 6 months. Want you as my personal and 24/7 bodyguard until the end. Jeff, if that's true, man, that sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that. But DM me about it. I'd like to know more, man. That's a shit deal. And I hope your doctors are wrong on that one. Okay, with that, let's hit these other chats. West Nile Chan, Mad Black Protestant. Do you know that West Nile is the best Nile?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It beats the East Nile by a mile.
Have you ever heard the term con slut before? Now, I gotta be clear. A con slut is not someone who sags their pants in prison. It's convention, not conviction.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, words to live by, buddy.
West Nile Chan says, I don't know why MBA has to be so butthurt. I thought he learned how to take the BBC while in jail. Whoa, that's brutal. I heard London was going to design a wider channel tunnel after his anus. Just keeping it real, it is what it is. Now, see, that joke yesterday spawned, not that joke, but a joke in the same sport as that one yesterday spawned the fest from last night, or I guess from 2 days ago. Like, it was a super chat about him being gay. And as he knows, because he was on the show while I did it, I read every single super chat that comes through. But he wanted me to not read ones about him being gay, specifically. I don't understand this.
It struck a nerve, man. Truth hurts.
Listen, if people sent me super chats about me being gay, I would read those too.
I think you have.
Like I said, even my grandmother, I'm pretty sure, has been called gay on the internet. So it's just how it goes. Diabetes says, shout out to it's a picture. Sorry, you can't see this anymore, but his profile picture is a picture of Wilford Brimley, and it's spelled diabetes. Diabetes says, shout out to Damien. The wise sheep only eats the greenest grass, while the foolish sheep gets eaten alive by the heathens. So that's I think that's some coded language there. Tism Train says, please ask Jim what happened to Bubba's ginger boyfriend. Oh, dang it! I didn't see that one while Jim was on. West Nile Chan says, Q, can Mad Black Atheist have his Wakandan citizenship revoked for being cucked by Ron Toye?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, he'll never see the shores of Wakanda again.
Well, thank God.
They revoke your African American Express for far less than that.
Wait, African American Express, does that come with like a $6,000 balance?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And a pack of Newports.
It's like, this shit came with a late fee. Oh my God. Keck7Go says, did MBA get diddled in the prison shower, or why is he so sensitive about having his heterosexuality questioned? I don't know. Is this a thing? Do you know anything about this? Like, I don't want to power level you, but is this a Crip thing? Do you know the Crip words?
I do know some, but I'm more of a Blood Gang guy, So
you're rolling with Cardi B and Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's more my speed. So yeah, I don't speak the lingo of the Smurf people. Did
you see Tekashi just singing like a songbird?
Oh yeah. But okay, so since we're on that subject, the thing that bothers me is, like, all of a sudden all these people are giving him like street advice. Like, people like these billionaires, like people like Diddy, are out there talking about, he's gonna get it when he gets out, and it's like
what? Where'd you go? No.
Foremost, secondly,
hold on. You cut out right when you said Diddy said he's gonna get it when he's out, and it's like, and then you stopped. I thought the Crips had gotten you.
But it no, I mark myself safe from the Crips. So but it's
sorry, the Crip mass shooting occurs. You can go on Twitter and mark yourself safe. Oh, come on.
I think it's called the Cripocalypse. So when the Cripocalypse comes for all of us, we'll be able to mark ourselves safe from it.
Oh God.
So, but yeah, no, that was insane, man. And people are taking that crap way too far. Like, yeah, snitches get stitches. I'm like, man, this guy's just trying to get his sentence reduced. Like, forget everything else.
Listen, he did the amazing damage of saying, look, Cardi B was in the Bloods. Like, that's
right.
That's beyond
right?
the pale.
I mean, it's not,
look, the Bloods are going to be mad.
Have 30 songs out there admitting to it. Like,
the Bloods are going to be mad that someone verified it. They're like, God damn it, we tried.
Right. Yeah, you weren't supposed to like verify that. Like, that's just something I say on like 90% of my music.
Listen, all I know is the words of the wonderful words. I'm gonna send literature from an American poet, and it was, for Tekashi, who been walking around holding his dick, talking shit, he better lay low.
But with all that being said, even Cardi B's not stupid enough to write an apology song for all the men that she raped while she was working as a stripper. Like even she wouldn't do that. Like Mad Black is not even as smart as Cardi B, and like she makes music for like women who like eat hot Cheetos and pickles for breakfast.
Listen, that's a good breakfast. Real quick, someone in the chat said Q got a YouTube. He does. It is Out of the Darkness, and I believe I linked it in the description. So go check it out. Go subscribe. He's a growing channel, and would love your support, and check out his views. They're really fun shows. I was on his show earlier tonight. Impromptu. I got annoyed and had to drop in. So go check that out. It was a fun stream. But go check it out. You can find the channel link in the description for Q. So, okay.
I'm Q. Someone just asked, who is Q?
This is Q.
I've been
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Okay, so next we've got Foxwood saying MBA at least tried to get the interview. Yeah, he did, and credit to him. I did not want to do a Ron Toye interview because I think there would be all kinds of logistical problems. And I have said for a long time that my show is not designed to cause legal issues with parties to a lawsuit. And I think if Ron came on my show, he would have severe legal issues afterwards. And I don't want to get involved in that way. I would be very tempted to ask him questions that would be legally compromising. So to be 100% upfront about this, Ron did mention to Joseph TX, formerly of the Kiwi Farms, before he was yeeted right off of it. He had mentioned to Joseph that he would come on my show after the TCPA hearing. And to Ron's credit, I have not invited him on my show. So he has not like turned that down or done the proverbial bitch up or anything like that. Ron was not invited on the show because I'm not in the business of compromising a lawsuit. There's drama, there's legal proceedings and commentary, and then there's a whole different world of getting involved in that. And I try and keep those separately. So, but yeah, to Mad Black's credit, he tried to get the interview. Ron bailed on him, which sucks. But then that doesn't give you a license to go full retard. You never go full retard. According to Tropic Thunder. Anyway. Feel Good Always 990 says, y'all keep fighting the good fight. Also, Jim, Susan Wachicki said I would get red flagged if I bought one of your hats. But I think if I get it, I think I'll just fight the zombies with my bare hands. RRU. And I don't know what that means at all. Natalie Braithwaite says, is MBA the Black Dragon Lord? Do you know if there's a Black Dragon Lord, Q?
I have not met him if there is, but it's quite possible. But I don't really associate it with many Dragon Lords.
Yeah, because dragons have a long and storied history in the Black community. There are grand dragons that are bad for the Black community, I've heard.
Yeah, I typically stay away from those. Yeah,
that grand dragons are like a 2D20 monster encounter. You should always stay away from grand dragons. ERBY360 says, hey Nick, what's worse, spending your welfare check on making an anti-Rekieta Law t-shirt or getting cucked out of an interview with the remote wielding snack tray known as Ron Toye? Oh, come on. Are you familiar with the snack tray lore?
No.
So Drexel's on my show talking about he's got his history of that non-family life. Much like MBA does, right?
Right.
And he mentioned an orgy that he had attended, a swingers orgy, where there were some dudes not participating. They were legit walking around in how do I say this appropriately? To men large, well-endowed men engaged in coitus with their wives, hide your wives, offering them snacks and refreshments.
Would you like a beverage?
Can you imagine? Like, listen, sir, while you're laying pipe on my significant other, might I interest you in some prosciutto and a spritzer?
Would you like your water sparkling or flat?
If you're getting too warm, I also have one of those fans with a spray bottle attached. I could spray you down so you shimmer, good sir.
I can charge your phone battery also if you need to.
We have a wireless charging pad over there. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. My wife is on it right now. Let me get back to you when she's done. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. Leave it to Drexel.
Yeah. I am fascinated and curious by his life, and I want no part of it ever. Ever. Oh, my goodness. Sorry.
It's complicated.
Are the little circular meats like in quarters, or are they just rolled up? Are they rolled around a mozzarella stick? There's so many questions I need to know the answer to.
Yeah. Wow. I wonder if the prosciutto is twice smoked or just once smoked. These are important questions. I mean, they better be quality snacks is all I got to say.
Look, I can't comment on that, but what I can say is after the show tonight, I'm going to go on Twitch and play video games, and I will have a fresh pack of prosciutto. Joni Baloney says, Jim, can you put a video of Jade's Kazar Milkers on your BitChute? Also, is a BitChute worth starting, and how does it work? I'm a boomer. Also, Joker Woker is Chewish propaganda and a bunch of hashtag resist garbage. Have you seen all the flack about this Joker movie?
Man, it's getting a lot of hate. Like,
listen, apparently all white males are going to mass shoot everybody because the Joker said so or something.
I mean, that'd be quite problematic, you have to admit.
I can't verify the truth of this story, but someone legitimately called me on my law firm's phone number yesterday and said, hey, I'm in Colorado. I was removed by armed security at a Marcus Theater subsidiary, because I am a white male who is non-neuroconforming. He has epilepsy, so he kind of twitches. And he used to have seizures, but he's recovered from that. He's a twitchy, like literally a twitchy white male at the theater. And they, to try and go see the Joker movie. And he alleges that this theater removed him via armed security and stated that the reason was he was a twitchy white male.
So now you can't, man, I tell you, y'all are having it tough these days, aren't you?
Only the epilepsy does. I mean, the rest of us still have all the privilege cards still. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, yes, but then if you do it with a twitch, you're in trouble.
Yeah, if you,
yeah.
Suddenly, like I don't know if they realize that like twitch would make it really hard to conduct the mass shooting. Like your aim would be off if your body.
Yeah, you wouldn't be very accurate. I mean, if anybody's going to do it, that guy, you like your chances.
So again with the power leveling, for my narcolepsy, for a long time I was on Ritalin because my insurance company didn't want to pay the high price of Provigil. So I was on Ritalin until they found out that it was bad for me. And part of the reason they found out it was bad for me is because I would have literal muscle tension and flexation involuntary, right? I would typically reserve Ritalin intake for a long drive. And I'd be driving and I would get to my destination and I would have to ice my forearms because I would pull the muscles in my forearms gripping the steering wheel involuntarily for like 12 straight hours.
That's how you got to look like Popeye, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I got anchors tattooed and I eat me spinach. But I can't imagine trying to shoot a gun on Ritalin. It'd be like, it'd be insane. It'd be insane. So like, my condolences to that poor guy. But yeah, apparently they're taking this thing really far with the whole like incels rise up Joker movie.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's unfortunate. I mean, I hate that they made another Joker movie. I mean, I made another Joker. I think Heath Ledger was like the ultimate Joker. I don't see anyone doing a better job at it, but that's just the inner nerd in me coming out. So, yeah, but I've heard a lot of criticisms of the movie.
Listen to Uncle Jeezy there in the chat, who says I was actually just beating off the entire time while driving. I'm going to tell you the advantages of an inadvertent twitchy muscle reaction. You can't match that on your own, buddy. You can't match that on your own. Mr. Guns.
Double time.
Mr. Guns has a two-part. Here we go. It says part 1. Hey Nick, quick shill. Do you like video games? What about a little brotherly banter? Check out Nat1 Gaming, a relatively new channel where two bros play games like Revenant and Borderlands 3. So, guys, you can check out Nat1 Gaming. That's spelled N-A-T, the number 1 gaming. I assume that's on YouTube. And he says, part 2, again, check out Nat1 Gaming, and let's all have a good time and a couple laughs. Thank you, Nick. Keep up the good work. Man, you're welcome to shill on my channel anytime. Jeff Smith. Oh, Jeff Smith earlier had said super berries. Thank you, Jeff. Don't be a donga. Share half for Nick and half for the drunken Irishman. Hey, thanks, buddy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Tucker says, I work in private security and everyone was so freaking out over the Joker movie they had me working at theaters all weekend. Not that I could help in a shooting, but whatever. So there you go. Apparently that's actually going on. Then we've got Dark1005 says, have you heard about MBA's harem? If he has his homies off someone and he takes their girl to join his gang of Majin Crips, but he rage quits whenever he's losing a drama war. Oh, that's too bad. And I don't know if this is a drama war. Q, can you think throughout history if there has ever been an army that has mounted a massive offensive? Like they went all in, right? They mounted a massive offensive. The other army didn't even show up, and then they all quit, went home, and retired.
Yeah, no, that'd be pretty epic, though.
Like,
that'd be pretty epic.
Look, we're gonna invade the Sweden, and Sweden's like, nah, that's cool, fam. Come take us out. I'm not even fighting back. And then they get to the border, and they're like, oh shit, Sweden just blew us out by not showing up.
Retreat. Yeah, no, that's pretty. I'm sorry, I have a hard time buying the rest of the story. If that's how you, I mean, it's like that whole we were doing great until the other team showed up. Well, the other team didn't show up, and if you still lose, that's like losing playing tic-tac-toe against yourself.
Can it happen in the WNBA?
That's a good question.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's really weird because again, like up until yesterday, honestly, like I did not have any beef with Mad Black. Like I did say I didn't want people telling me about Mad Black or anything because I wasn't really concerned with him. My concerns are with more relevant things to the Vic situation, and maybe that pissed him off. And if that pissed him off, fine. That was, it wasn't exactly a neutral statement. I'm saying I'm ignoring you. I don't find you very important. I'm not trying to misrepresent it, but I didn't have any problem with Mad Black. But I wasn't going to sit there and snipe back and forth on him because it's not worth my time. And then, but other than that, I didn't have any issue. And then, like, I'm gonna murder your kids. Like, whoa, okay, buddy, that's 0 to a million really quick. Speaking of which, Fairy Tale Master says, "Hey Nick, you and Ty keep fighting the good fight. Also, when I heard that NBA threatened to do to you, I was genuinely concerned for you and your family's safety. Hope you and your family are all right. We're fine. We're fine." The interesting thing about let's get some law explaining in. The interesting thing about making a viable threat of violence is that it doesn't actually matter what the subjective perspective of the victim is. It matters what a reasonable person under the circumstances would fear. So when you make a specific threat of violence on YouTube that a reasonable person would take as a specific threat of violence and say, okay, maybe I need to watch out for this. It doesn't matter what the subjective person who received the threat is supposed to understand. And this is a real risk factor for Mad Black. Like, this is why you don't go on the internet and say, I'm gonna shoot up a school or whatever. Like, because if anybody, especially in these times where there are mass shootings with some level of frequency, especially if you believe the media, they happen every 30 seconds or so. It doesn't matter what you think. It matters what any normal, reasonable person would think. So if a reasonable person heard what he said and was like, I'm genuinely in fear for my life, then that's a felony. Like, that's crazy to think about. That speech can be a felony, but let me go ahead and give that generalized legal advice. Of course, talk to a lawyer in your jurisdiction about it, but don't say that stuff online because it doesn't matter what the recipient would take. It matters what a normal person would take. Very, very a problem. Very big problem for him. Wadsworth says, are we sure it wasn't a fake Ron account? No idea. No idea at all if it was true or fake. Dustin Fritz Farr says, it's days like these that make me both glad and disappointed that I don't have Twitter or any other social media. On one hand, this is funny AF, but on the other, I don't need the addiction and stress in my life. Yeah. True. And while I am completely BTFO'd off of Twitter, I will say it has freed up some time in my day. What about you, Q? Do you spend too much time on Twitter?
Not here lately. I've been pretty busy, so I haven't spent a whole lot of time. I put some retweets up. Yeah, so I retweet a couple things that I find interesting, but no, I don't spend much time on Twitter these days. But I'm looking forward to going on vacation and spending like my entire vacation on Twitter, living life vicariously.
Why would you spend your entire vacation on Twitter?
Because I can't afford to take a really nice vacation, so I just live vicariously through all the cool people that get to travel all over the world. So I just kind of hang out in cold Minnesota and like watch Instagram posts of people that are like in actually cool places.
Come to my house, we'll do it together.
All right, sounds good.
Goober Gabber says, does MBA have some kind of ultra bipolarism or something? First, here becomes hot chocolate and starts shouting at people. Then he's all, nah, man. And then he brags about the things he does. Also, always great to hear Jim. Yeah, it is great. Jim hasn't been on in a long time. And I haven't invited Jim on in a long time, but it was really nice of him to show up on the stream. Always enjoy talking to him. Travis the Bard says, do you think some girl cosplayed as the Death Star and her boyfriend cosplayed as an X-Wing? Hey, look, man, if he's putting it in the exhaust pipe, we know. I like the Spike Man says, Nick, I hope you and... Oh, this is written as a furry. I hope you and Protestant and Dwim have a good night. Please stay safe on Wimemba Swand. You all ground. Jesus Christ, why do I do this when I'm drunk? That's a good question, buddy. Let's see. E111337 Neo says, hey Nick, couldn't think of a better way to celebrate the start of my birthday than with you, Q, Metokur, and lots of laughs. Take the smidgen of my birthday boodle to go towards the whiskey fund. Thanks for all you do. Hey, thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that. Happy birthday, by the way. Let's see. And then, oh my goodness. Tucker says obligatory super chat calling Nick gay. Man, I'm going to shoot up you. Like, how dare you?
Right.
How dare you? Zude off the cuff says, this is stupid. Just wanted to say, I love your content and I like listening to good people. I'm probably an idiot for asking the same thing, that Vic thing. Also, East Side San Jose Bloods, we can't talk about ATM roll job. So there you go. Hey, thanks, buddy. It is stupid. It is stupid. That's the point of this stream, is to talk about how ridiculous this is. And it's really sad that someone has decided to nuke their presence over the possibility of committing a felony online. Very weird. Siren Jag says, I'm not saying the Nick's gay, but I did hear that he starred as Dorothy in his high school production of The Wizard of Ass.
Man, that's dirty.
How many of his family members should I murder? Or have my, like, look, I'm not associated with the Crips. What's the white gang that was in Bangin' in Little Rock? That's the one that I'm in. Did you ever watch Bangin' in Little Rock?
No, I didn't.
It was an HBO documentary called Bangin' in Little Rock. And I turned it on. I'm like, oh, what is this? I turn it on and I am confronted with the thinnest, whitest gangster I have ever seen. And I'm like, I mean, they couldn't go literally anywhere else to find like someone who I would believe is in a gang. They had to pick this guy.
5-6 years ago, they had this Amish mafia thing up. And that was, I mean, you got to think an Amish mafia, like a drive-by on horses, has got to be pretty fascinating.
Okay. I gotta talk about this. So I have one of those Alexas, right? The Echo Show with the screen.
Yeah.
And it cycles through crap, and you can go up to it and say, Alexa, tell me something weird. And every day it has a weird news story for you. 95% of them come from Florida, but this one wasn't. This one was not from Florida. It was from like Pennsylvania or somewhere with a high Amish population. And it says on the news story, it's like police pulled over a horse buggy, right? An Amish horse buggy. And when they turn on their lights to pull it over, the Omlins, as I'm going to call them, they straight bailed and rolled out of the buggy like as it was going. They did the suicide roll and ran off into like the cornfield on the side of the road. And the police finally got the buggy to stop because the horses like go nuts. There's no one there. And when they stop the buggy, there's a fully loaded up sound system, like, and a bunch of liquor. And so the Amish kids had dropped. You know, I bet it had rims. Look, these are some 30.
You could put like 44s on a. That's pretty dang sweet. Like if you tell me there was hydraulics on it, I gotta see it. Pictures or it didn't happen.
Listen. I got your 44 spinners and a wet cell. We'll hook you up to a 12-volt amp. We will put some subs in there.
I got a picture on one of my phones somewhere. I was in Elkhart, Indiana one time. And I passed by a gas station, and I crap you not, there's a guy filling up his buggy with gas. I guess there was a reservoir in there. And so he pulls up to the gas station at a BP gas station, and he is pumping gas into his buggy. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. So, yeah.
I guess he's like pumping it in there so he could go like take it home and put it in the generator or something.
I have no idea, but like it looked pretty suspicious. So I wasn't quite sure exactly what to do with that info. I took a picture just in case, any nefarious activities ever took place in Indiana. I could be like, yeah, I know who did it.
Was the pump like in the horse's anus? Let's gas this bad boy up. Lift that tail, son.
Yeah, no, that was funny.
Oh my goodness. Okay. TY TYTY210 says the Joker was the only movie I have ever been ID'd. Oh, wow. They're taking this Joker movie really seriously, which is like the opposite of what you should do with a Joker movie, I think.
Right. I mean, yeah, now I kind of got to go see it.
I do. I want to go see it too.
Let's go see it together, buddy.
Is it without doxing? Is it playing at the theater in my local town?
It's playing in my local town.
Yeah, but
so
I can get us in. I can get us a private showing in my town.
Oh, well, in that case,
Like,
I will check it out.
In the off hours, we could hide your kids at home and just like you and me go.
Well, at least we'd be safe from like any crip attacks if we were to go in a private showing.
True, and I wouldn't want to worry any of the other moviegoers that I, as a white incel, would rise up in the moment and do damage. Like, I wouldn't want to worry someone that might happen. So we're doing a community service about that.
This is true. I was hoping we would both wear blackface and go to the movie. That way, there wouldn't be an issue.
That's plan B. But we'd have to get a different shade for me. Should I be lighter or darker than you?
Well, you know what? So I was going to ask you about this. So I've seen the pictures or the photos.
Are you going to Obama me right now? Are you going to Jesse Jackson Obama me and tell me I wasn't black enough?
No, but well, kind of. So, when Justin Trudeau did his thing like 3 or 4 times, they reported, I was in Canada at the time, and they were saying Justin Trudeau in brown face. I'm like, well, is brown face a problem also? Like, everybody in the 50s was in brown face. Every actor played an Indian or something other. It's the funniest thing for me watching like old Western movies. Like, none of the Indians are actually Indians, right?
Well, I mean, that's what you say.
But I'm like, wait, brown face. If he were anybody else, it'd be blackface all day long, even though it was more brownish. So I got to thinking, like, your
Listen, it was brownish, but Disney had done the full Hillary bleach bit on Aladdin. He was pretty light skinned, and Trudeau was way darker. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that while you were drinking.
Yeah, this is true. Like, he's a couple shades like lighter than me in those pictures, but I thought personally, I thought you had made it to the big times, buddy. But yeah, so just in case you need someone to run your campaign in your native Canada, you let me know.
Listen, as soon as Canada annexes Minnesota stealthily, I'm running for prime minister immediately. And
well, we know you qualify.
Exactly. I
You're
probably
qualified for the position.
You know, that was the first time I came close to apologizing for that picture because I didn't want to be associated with Trudeau. Listen, I have stood by this picture my entire life, but now that I do not want to be associated with something so hateful, I definitely
Right.
I cannot be with Fidel Trudeau. I cannot be aligned with him, and I have to disavow. But
the guy at the blackface store told me that, like, this was the last bottle. Like, clearly he was lying. Like, after I left, he sold some to Justin Trudeau. Like,
the guy at the blackface store, was that the guy who gets like, he's like the engineer of the coal train, and then he just like, well, I got all this dust, I better monetize this. Like, what?
Right?
Who is that guy? He was dark as hell in that photo.
Oh yeah. He was definitely colored up. So, I mean, you know, hey, at least he didn't do what the Virginia governor did. Yeah, I did that like a couple times, and then comes back 2 weeks later. Actually, that one wasn't me.
That wasn't me. That was my wife's son.
Yeah, that was somebody else. That wasn't me. It's like, no, typically you got to start off by, I never did that. That isn't me. Like, you can't admit to it, apologize for it, and then come back and be like, that's going to be exactly what Mad Black does. I bet you by tomorrow there'll be a video comes out and be like, hey, somebody hacked my account. That wasn't me. That was a that was a hologram.
That was a deep fake of a Crip.
Yeah, right.
That would be a shame. I legit don't want Mad Black to go away. I really don't. And I think it's a shame. I've never had a problem with him. I thought his words were a little extreme. I thought his reaction was ridiculous. But like, what?
I actually at one time was thinking about having him on Out of the Darkness. I thought it'd be kind of, after I saw him on your show. I mean, you guys vibed it out. I mean, 6 hours, like that was a long stream.
Well, listen,
and I watched most of it.
I'm glad you didn't, because maybe your family would have been threatened.
Yeah. It's quite possible. I would have had to have called the Amish Mafia to post up security detail out here.
Post up security detail. Listen, I'm gonna need some authentic wooden chairs for you guys to sit in and watch.
Right. You got to bring your own rocking chairs. We only have 2 of them out there on the porch, so.
And we know that Amish security detail is bigger than 2. They keep it in the family there. That's like 35 kids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's cheap though. It's really cheap. So yeah. You try that crap with me if you want to, Mad Black. I will have the Amish on your ass. We don't mess around here.
When I go up to when I take the family up to our Bible camp, there is an Amish community between where I live and the Bible camp, and my kids are like, "What is that?" You know, looking out the window as we burn past a buggy on the side of the road. I'm like, "Oh, that's the Amish." I'm like, What are those? And I'm like, oh no.
So here's a legal situation for you. Since I got you here, I have an Amish client that actually got a DUI.
I'm sorry. Please go on.
I'm wondering if the horse knows his way home. That's not right, is it? He can get off of that, can he? The horse wasn't drunk.
So he's rolling a buggy and gets a DWI or DUI?
Yes, he gets a DWI.
Not in Minnesota, right?
No, in Wisconsin, but still.
I got to look up the Wisconsin laws and see if they cover 4-legged animals. Typically, it covers four-wheeled motorized vehicles in Minnesota.
Well, that's what I thought. So yeah, if you can help him out, that'd be great.
Listen, did that horse pound like 35 White Claws before walking?
Yeah, I think he was a Polish Arabian, so he might have been pumping vodka shots. I don't know, but still.
Have you
they didn't give the horse a breathalyzer. I think the horse was good.
Have you seen that White Claw drink? It's like this. It's like,
yeah, man.
I'm waiting
it gets the white.
Listen, you're glitching out. Dang it. No, I need you back. Okay, you're back. I'm just waiting. I expect in 30 days we will have a pumpkin spice White Claw for the white girls and the snack tray bearers to load up on. You know it's coming.
Darn you if you do it. If it happens, you and I'm coming back on the show.
White Claw, if you're out there, if you make a pumpkin spice and you don't sponsor this show, I will sue you into oblivion. Get on, sponsor me. I will promote the pumpkin spice White Claw to every white girl on the planet. And I will personally send out flyers to their bulls to give to the snack tray bearer.
Hey, I will personally buy Ron Toye a keg of White Claw spice latte flavor.
No.
It has to come in a keg. I will personally deliver it if I have to.
Oh, I need that. I need that in my life.
Oh, I'm totally down.
I hate pumpkin flavored stuff. Like I just don't. I never. It's like, hey, bro, you want a pumpkin? No.
Pumpkin bars and all that. Yeah, no, I don't do it. And my son, I guess it's the white side, but my son happens to like pumpkin bread. He didn't get that crap from me. Like, I don't like it at all. Like,
eat banana bread like a proper person.
Yeah, banana. I'll even go so far as zucchini. I'm not a savage, but like pumpkin, I can't do it.
No, Q, you can't do that to me. Come on, you can't say that. You're right. Zucchini bread is the refined gentleman's choice. The closest I've ever come to a pumpkin anything is I thought, at a really fancy like Thanksgiving dinner, it would be nice to make like a really good chowder or something and put it inside a hollowed out pumpkin, like as a bowl.
Sure.
That would have very minimal impact on the dish. It'd mostly be like an aesthetic, right? Like a little bit of pumpkin fragrance and a lot of the pumpkin visual while you're eating your chowder, like those little mini pumpkins or whatever. I thought that might be good, but I don't want pumpkin in my baked goods. I don't want pumpkin
like a pumpkin crock almost.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, I'm with it.
I could live with that. I could live with that.
I thought about doing it, and then I thought, why the hell would I do that much work? I just get a bowl and put the chowder in that instead. Like I could go
I tell you what, we're gonna hollow out some little pumpkins and we're gonna drink our pumpkin spice White Claw out of them.
That's disgusting and revolting. And how dare you, sir? We will just go to Hobby Lobby and buy a pumpkin shaped mug and just drink it.
Well, we can find them. Or just a glass with a pumpkin on it. I can live with that.
Angel Acosta says, good evening, Nick. Hey, good evening. I've been watching you since Monica's first deposition. Thank you for your content, your streams, and especially this one has distracted me from college and anxiety. Well, don't be anxious. So I'm glad to distract you. Okay, what do we got? Okay, well, Andrew Warsnow. Oh, wait, no. There's one more. Sorry. There's one more immediate one. Dakababo says, saw in a documentary once, Amish apparently have a tradition where they send their kids out to experience the modern world. And at the end of their trial run, they decide if they want to return to the Amish lifestyle or not. Well, if they decide not, do they get killed? Like if they were a Crip or whatever? That'd be hard as hell.
Yeah, that's a violation. Like,
it's a violation. It turns out the hardest of us all were the Amish. Oh my god. Okay, let's go back. What? My Streamlabs is like just randomly rebooting. That's lovely. Jacob says, it sounds like MBA has early onset dementia. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I hope not.
Very unfortunate. And again, I still like him. I still like MBA, and I would talk to him any day. I really would. So if he wants to talk to me about this, he's MBA. If you're out there, or if your weird like little crew of Executive Order 66 people are out there, if you want to talk about this, man, just let me know. Just let me know. I think this got blown way out. It's funny. It's funny, but I'm not holding the malice against you. Okay.
But this is terrible though, man. Like, like when you make like a legitimate threat and like try to like get real hard and buck up on your wife, and she like laughs at you, or your kids laugh at you. Like it's angering though, right? Like,
listen, you go get dad a Switch. Here, Dad, here's the Nintendo Switch along with your pumpkin spice White Claw, you pussy. Like,
Yeah, like there's nothing worse than having your kids like get a big belly roll laugh at you trying to be serious and make like legitimate threats. So yeah, we're kind of doing the exact same thing. I personally, I don't know. I can't say I feel sorry for the guy, but this is like the fastest turnaround of all time. Like, yeah, you can't even really call it a battle when your opponent like tucks tail and runs that quick. Like it's.
I never wanted a battle anyway. That's the weird thing. It's like if Belgium or whatever had said Germany invade me, and they said actually we didn't want to. Nah, it's cool. You're fine. Just hang out over there.
It's like there's the show Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
And it's the stupidest show of all time. But then they come to find out that their gym class teacher was being inappropriate with kids, and essentially there was charges brought against him. And so these two guys, it's like 20 years later, they're going back and forth like, well, he never like tried to talk to me. It's like, well, do you think we were ugly? Like, and so they're mad, or not mad, but they're like, well, if he was, he would have been more interested in me. It's like he wasn't interested in either one of you. Like he wanted, like, and so I this is a classic case of people feeling like they're more important than what they actually are. Yeah, I'm not buying the whole 30 docs thing, and I'm not buying the X crypt thing either. Like, that's madness. It's ridiculous.
I guess I know of one doxing. I don't actually know if he was doxed, but I heard he was doxed. Okay, on like I don't know if it was on the Kiwi Farms or somewhere else, but his thread on Kiwi Farms, last I checked, didn't actually have his docs included. So I don't know if that's true, but
dox me once, shame on me. Dox me twice, well, you know the rest.
But I'm not. I do feel sympathy. People, when they get doxed, they get very, very quickly. They get upset about it. They react to it, and I get that. It's a scary thing. You're probably going to be okay. 99.9% of people who get doxed are going to be just fine. But you don't want it to happen, right? That's just an incursion into your personal life that you don't want. So I get it. But I don't buy the 30 docs thing. I don't know what that looks like, and I think there's a whole lot of settle the hell down that needs to go on with that. But if he's not lying about his kid getting called up and getting threatening calls to the house, that should never happen. Like, that shouldn't happen. Your kid shouldn't be subject to that. So I sympathize, man.
But you don't fix that by threatening someone's family. Like, come on now.
Yeah, and
like clearly, if that's happened to you, you know that's not cool. So you should have enough decency to not bring other people's children and family into it.
Well, and here's the thing. Like, this is gonna sound cold, but it's the truth. I don't have time to be involved in doxing you or anybody else. Like, I don't have time in my day to dox you. I don't care. We're fine. You have your channel. You disagree with whatever's going on. Go ahead. I'm not engaged in that. So, like, attacking me over it was really weird, but whatever. Mercenary X says, so Jim, when is your next internet insanity, or is anything going to BitChute? I ask because YouTube is sinking faster than the Titanic, and I hear Trump is going to torpedo Silicon Valley and Pedowood. Everyone's thoughts on Judge Chump Chup. Well, we'll see. Judge Chup. Ty was on the other day and had nothing but very neutral words for Judge Chup. Let me say it very clear. I think Judge Chup royally screwed up his decision, not in making the decision. He could come to the conclusion that Vic's case should be dismissed. That's fine. his written decision is written very poorly, worse than 1L quality work. And I think he knows that, and that's embarrassing. And he should be shamed for that. Also, a judge. So Q, if you're a judge, you are in the black robe. You are deciding the fate of people on a daily basis, right? So put yourself in that mindset. You are sentencing black people to twice the sentences of white people every day. You're sentencing women to barely any time at all. You're deciding that Amber Geiger gets 10 years, whereas any man who had just randomly walked in and shot someone in their own apartment would have gotten a life sentence. You're deciding all this. You're freezing up on me. Are you with me? Oh.
Can you?
Yeah. Are you back?
Am I there?
Yeah. Okay.
I hope so.
Okay, so I've got you now. But basically, you're lording all this stuff over people on a daily basis. Now, let's say some people come onto your Facebook page and say that you're a chump for your ruling in a particular case. Do you shut down your Facebook page immediately?
Probably not. No.
Like, you're a judge. You legitimately wield power over people's lives, and like 30 anime fans come on your Facebook page and make negative comments, and you shut it down. Like, you close it out. You send people.
No, absolutely not. I say, get at me, bro, as I sit back and sip my White Claw.
Yeah. Like, listen, you send people to prison for a living, for a job, and 30.
Yeah, that's what I do for
30 animus.
Yeah, you see what I do for fun.
30 animus show up on your Facebook page like, delete. I got to get out of here. I'm in danger of being made fun of on the internet. Oh my God, what a fragile. How can you become a judge and be that soft? I don't get it. Here's the thing. Man, here's the thing I think he's scared of. Legitimately. And maybe this is the whiskey talking, maybe it's my real opinions, I don't know. This is a judge, a Republican conservative judge, who just did the full bitch up to the Me Too movement. He said, actually, no, it's really great that a man got falsely accused by a lying sack of harlots. That's perfect. We want to uphold that. And here's a Tarrant County judge who was so scared of the Dallas Morning News that rather than objectively look at a case, look at the facts and law that are in the record, he comes in and says, I'm going to just go full on idiot, and I'm going to decide that the Me Too movement is correct and Judge Kavanaugh shouldn't be in and all of that stuff. Because that's honestly what he did. He endorsed this culture of false accusations via Twitter, and he said, well, there's a technicality here, and I'm going to go hard as I can into the technicality rather than actually figure out if someone's life and career were destroyed over false accusations. But
yeah, and if he's that worried about the morning news, he'd never survive the evening news.
Never. Not at once.
The real gangsters are the Dallas Evening News.
And let me clarify this. The person who's been writing the articles about this case for the Dallas Morning News also wrote an article, and you tell me what you think, that says that the Dallas cheerleaders should not exist because it's a disservice to women.
Are they indentured servants or what? Like, last I checked, like the casting call had like 150 women trying out just to make the Dallas cheerleaders squad. So like no one's there of their.
No. You don't understand. They were all roofied and woke up in that room.
Oh, they woke up. Oh, my bad.
And they're like,
yeah,
dance for your freedom. Dance for your freedom.
John Wayne sitting in the corner shooting at their feet. Dance, Pilgrim. Okay. All right. Well, I didn't realize that. I believe it or not, I've never been to a casting call. I've never tried out as a cheerleader for the Dallas Cowboys. So
Listen, you haven't lived until you've dressed up in that cheerleader uniform with the tight pants and tried out.
Do they make them in 4XL?
Yes.
Well,
they have to now. They're required by law.
One size fits all. Yikes.
Actually, probably not, because if they did, Sharon Grigsby would have just tried out instead of writing her article. Okay, sorry. We got to get back to these chats. Daniel says, this dumbass banned me off of Discord for having a conversation with the 2 amendment and got butthurt because I said background checks won't work. By the way, keep up the good work, my man. Hey, thanks, buddy. Background checks don't work very well because mass shooters still get guns. So increasing the background checks isn't going to somehow make them work. There's probably an answer in targeting some specific group of people or some specific thing that is prone to mass shooting. And no, I don't mean white incels. But there's if they could look at this objectively, they might find it.
I mean, come on now, Nick. I mean, you have to admit, if they just only allowed black people to have guns, what could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. I think it's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the answer to all of it. Like, no more guns for white people, guns for blacks only.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I'll just paint my face and then I'll get to keep mine. Beige Devil says, who the hell was the moron sycophant that was boosting MBA on his stream? I have no idea. I don't know who that is at all. Mad Black Gaytheist says, all right, Nick, you can sell that shirt. We've got to make a compromise first. I get 3/5 of the profits and you get the rest. Do you think that's fair? Is that a 3/5 compromise?
I think I wouldn't give him any more than 14%. That's it.
14%.
14%. That'd be the max top.
But shouldn't he do 14% of the sales and I should get 50% of the profit? Or he should get 50% of the profit off of that? Isn't that how that should work? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know. You're the lawyer, so yeah, I would give him 14% of the just give him 14% of the t-shirts, and then he can sell them himself, and you sell them yourself.
Okay, maybe that's how we'll do it.
There you go. Just give him 14% of the product.
Matt C says, Nick and I once made love while crip walking with MBA and the armored mosquito. Q and Jim said that Nick needed to DUCK, but the load had already left the compound bow. MBA made an apology video, but the FBI already said the evidence was already out. So there you go. Sigma Zero says, darkest timeline officially canceled. The Joker said the N-word on the internet. After all, you can't stop the power of hundreds of N-word passes. RRU. Did you see that Joker, the Joker N-word countdown?
No.
Oh my God, you gotta see that. It was there's a Twitter account. It was like Joker says the N-word, and there's a countdown. He's like, I'm gonna do it in X amount of minutes. But he was thwarted at the last minute by the black man. Man. And he had N-word passes from hundreds of people, but he didn't get to say it. But apparently he did say it. I don't know.
Well, darn it. I saw something about it, but I didn't get a chance to actually see it. So they're taking all of our fun. And by the way, I know Jim said that he was having a hard time spelling duck. I didn't see that. I mean, I don't think Mad Black would have any issue being able to spell duck. I mean, it's so closely related to cuck. I mean, a word
come on.
A word he's very, very familiar with. I would think that there's no way that he had a hard time spelling duck. It's just one letter difference.
Listen. You're going too far here, Q. It's my job to police the internet until you know.
Okay,
so I've learned that.
I mean, you are the lord of Twitter. I mean, no one posts anything unless you approve it. So
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's with great power comes great responsibility, man.
Well, they gave it to an irresponsible
You're the next Bruce
person.
Wayne.
Sigma Zero. Oh wait, I read that one. Hated 7 Days to Die. Oh my goodness. Sorry for the yawn. Hated 7 Days to Die says, Con Sloth missed you. He also said, Gingerbread Man attack. And Pro Hero All Might says, last year I shaved my head and being Latino was mistaken for a gangbanger by a church group. Nick, I was wearing a Saitama Oppai hoodie. I told them thanks, but I already left the Main Street weebs long ago. Okay. Andrew War Snowboard says, can't walk by if your pants are sagged, you know what I'm saying? So you can't do a walk by if your pants are sagged. I wouldn't know. I'm not familiar with a walk by.
Yeah.
Is that for the poor gangs? Because I thought the rich gangs could at least get a hoopty to do a drive-by.
I think the walk-bys are the guys who got their license taken away for DUIs. And so
they now abide by the law while they're doing their drive-by.
Yeah, they're just hoofing it. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Logan Lay says, Nick, his behavior on this matter wasn't right, but let's be real for a second. We have all said some bad stuff, you, me, and everyone in this chat. Logan, just out of curiosity, have you ever tried to tell the world that you're going to murder an entire block of people? And also, not just that, then proceeded to reassure everyone how you could actually do this because you really legitimately mean it. Like, that's not just something dumb you said on the internet. There's a little bit of a disparity here between dropping an N-word on someone and saying, I'm going to murder your family and the families that live around you with my Crip connections. And I'm so hard that I still know all these Crips who will do it with their felonies. And if you don't believe me, use a hoe or whatever. Like,
yeah, I'm calling them in the morning because they're asleep now. They've had a long day of cripping, and so right now they're in bed. So I don't want to call them at this ungodly hour of 9 o'clock at night. So I'm gonna wait till morning and catch them at breakfast. Yeah, okay.
You're right. We've all said bad stuff in our lives and on the internet. And his behavior wasn't right, but I'm pointing out that his behavior was not just not right, but very likely may be regarded by the state or the federal government as a felony. There's a difference here between me saying like that I'm offended or whatever, and more like me saying, dude, you guys need to be careful, because there is a line. We have free speech in this country, but there is a line where the state will say that's way too far, and Matt Black very likely crossed it. I don't think anything's going to happen to him, but this is a guy who admitted on my show to having a handgun, which would be a violation of the law because he has a prior violent felony on his record, which would preclude him from being able to own a handgun. And he said he had one. Like, even if the police investigate him and determine that, no, this isn't a problem, but that handgun is a felony, that's why you don't do this. You don't say that stuff.
Red flag laws are definitely needed in this situation, right? I mean, because I wouldn't consider him to be someone to be, shall we say, emotionally stable.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know that a red flag law would work any better than just the normal law of, hey, this guy crazy. Right? That's my main problem with red flag laws. It's literally like, it's faster to just call 911 and say, there's a guy about to mass shoot people. You guys need to act. Like, listen, I'm worried about a mass shoot people. Let me write up some court papers and we'll talk to him a week from now and you can take his guns away then. That it's such a weird system.
Yeah, like, I mean, I would think that if you call the sheriff's department and say, hey, there's a pack of Crips on their way to my house, like right now, I need you to intercept them.
What would be the word? Because it's like, would it be a pack? It can't be a murder. That'd be a murder of crows, not a murder of Crips. Would it be like a gaggle?
I don't gaggle a pack a
Would it be a waddle? Would it be a waddle of Crips?
herd.
A herd of Crips?
I don't know, a flock.
A flock of Crips.
There you go. I'm pretty sure it's a flock.
If any Crips want to call into the show anytime, please hit me up in DMs or go through my intern. I would love to have a Crip on the show to talk about this. Jojo Pistachio says...
it's definitely not a school of Crips, because, yeah.
Jojo Pistachio says, imagine being 40 and in a group called the League of Darkness. How embarrassing. Stephen Sanderson says, happy to have tweeted Jim MBA, a.k.a. Black Tonka. Matt Field says, Jim wants on. Check your Google Hangouts. Richard Dangler says, Mad Black Protestant, were you Bloods? That's to you.
I unlike the other guy, I don't tell on myself. So
okay, perfect. Unlike Tekashi.
Unlike Tekashi.
10 minutes till Tekashi sings you out. Xander's Rant says Nick versus Jim Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Also, is Jim going to BoomerCon? I doubt Jim would show up at BoomerCon, but I'll extend him a personal invitation. Call it a felony of Crips. That's pretty funny. If I were a Crip, I would want to be called and I moved in groups, I would want to be called a felony of Crips. I think that's that's marketing right there. That guy's a genius. Joseph Jimenez says, Sweetie Squad present Lightning. Enjoy the show tonight. Rekieta Tards rise up. Hey, thanks, buddy. Sakaki Onsai says, question for Q. Can mundane black be a verified color next to Sandy Beige 42? And can it be used to color boulders?
To color boulders?
So they're saying, can we name the color mundane black? I think they're referring to the shade that Mad Black Atheist is. Can we call that mundane black?
Yeah, I'd be totally down with that. I think we should. Like, we got to go to Sherwin-Williams and confirm. But yeah, I'd be totally down with that. I think we should definitely look, because I don't want to be associated with whatever color he is. So he's got to get his own color. Sandy Beige is mine.
Yeah, so it would be mundane black, and then do you think that Sherwin-Williams would have a paint that would adhere to boulders and preserve well? I think they do. They've got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I think it would be like a cucko brown.
So you're not going with mundane black, you're going with cucko brown?
I think, I mean, I understand that it to the untrained eye, it would definitely look mundane black, but I'm telling you, I've seen that color before. It's definitely cuckold brown.
Sakaki Onsai says, Donga Perfection MBA, Nick the Knife's 3 for 3. I didn't do anything to Mad Black. He did everything to himself, but I will say that you left out Shane Holmberg, so I'll take the 3 for 3 rating. Andrew Young says, breaking tomorrow in the Globe and Mall. Trudeau hooked up with a 17-year-old at West Point. Why he was fired from the school? Why was Trudeau at West Point? Or is that a joke, a deeper meme that I don't understand?
I have no idea. I don't think we educate. We don't educate. I don't think he was ever in the service at all, was he?
He was a Canadian. Why would he be at West Point?
Well, I get
different.
That, but I mean,
different West Point. There must be a Canadian West Point.
Oh, it's possible. The Canadians, they want to be us so bad.
Is it the West Point where they go and apologize to everybody?
I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, and he might have been at that one.
Senpai is home says, thoughts on JMK defending MBA? I have no thoughts on JMK. I don't even know who that is. Ricing Grounds 3 says, how the experience of being threatened by Big Smoke? I don't know. It's very weird and surreal. Moist John says, man, that apology. He needs super chat money to feel better, just like you post docs, Jim. Okay. DJD Show says, y'all blame war campaign. Hail Nick, Mr. Metokur, and Q. Hey, thanks, buddy. Welcome. Mr. Jedi said, would Chris's casting couch be added in the case? It's not going to be added in this case. It would only matter if well, I guess it could be. I don't know. We got to figure out if there's an appeal or not before we can figure out if anything's going to be added to the case. Colonel J says, it's the Boomer Doomer Power Hour. Dmitry Anikov says, Suwoo, Suwoo, say it loud, Nick Suwoo. Okay. Solid Krant says, you guys have to collaborate more. Holy Throne, your chemistry is incredible. Thank you for the surprise stream on a night I work until 6 a.m. Hey, you're welcome, buddy. Eduardo Ramirez says, shout out to the Fragas in the lily pad. Joseph Jimenez says, is Fredo the N-word asking for a Kaiki ni gear spick? That's a lot of... That's like 5 racial epithets and, well, 3. That's
yeah. Okay, so I guess my answer to that is I guess my answer is you can say every last one of those words and not get kicked off of Twitter, but we won't even say the N-word. So I don't know that you can call them equal.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you say Fredo on Twitter?
I don't know. I can do it real quick and see what happens.
You don't have a Fredo pass. How dare you? This is my word. These are my peoples. Actually, I'm Polish. I'm Polish. I've never even heard of cheese.
Though, it makes you like a universal donor. It makes you a universal offender. Like you can say whatever you want to at that point. There are no words off limits to you. So,
Jida Becca says, nice hat, go Astros. Well, go Stros. Also, Nick, since Ron calls himself a sheepdog, can we start calling him Chuckleberry Hound? Take H out of Chuckle. So, Cuckleberry Hound. I mean, if you want to call him Cuckleberry Hound, I'm not going to stop you. How often do judges come up for re-election? Judge Chupp was up for re-election in 2018, so his next election is in 2022. His Republican primary for that election would start probably next year. Because Chupp's an idiot, in my opinion. Look, that's the interesting thing about Texas judges. They're all elected. Oh, excuse me. They're all elected. If you don't like Judge Chupp, you could primary him, in theory, or you could support someone who does primary him. That's a way to deal with it. And that is legitimate, by the way. That's not like they're going after the judge. No, if you think the judge is not applying the law to the facts of the case, he's coming to the wrong legal conclusions on a consistent basis, like maybe if he's a judge with a couple writs of mandamus who has come down, you can certainly campaign against him and you can participate in that political process. So there you go. Where are we? Did I? Oh yeah. By the way, yeah, nice hat. Where'd you get an Astros hat, buddy?
Man, I'm a huge Astros fan, man.
Are you?
I've got to support H-Town. You know,
my dad, of course, is a massive Astros fan.
And me and your dad I hope that the Twins can pull it off so that the Astros will come up here and play the Twins. And me and your dad, we can go to a game together. That'd be fun.
Well, next time they're in town here locally, I'll invite you over for an Astros game. We can all sit and watch it. My dad would love that, I think.
That'd be awesome.
Maybe. If we can get the women to watch the children so that he can swear at the TV with impunity.
Yeah, my kid's been begging me to come over to your house anyway, so we'll have to work it out.
Come over, man, any day. I'm here like most of the time.
Man, I'm not touching your block with a 10-foot pole right now, man. Your block is hot.
It's the hottest block on the planet. Okay, Mistis Nikoto says, when you join the PTA, you have to leave the NWA. Asphyxiation says, just remember, Nick, improvised weapons are key in self-defense. Sweatpants are known to cause enormous harm. Enormous harm. That's true. A sweatpant can shred a penis like nothing else. Caleb Lambright says, I missed you, Jim. I can't believe Joker said NNRU. IHOP in a 1 says, bring in perfection. Is perfection alive? How is he doing? I hope he's okay. Barb Rogers says, help! Macaw of Law needs more subs. That's true. I do need more subs. Get in it. Some A-hole says, long live SSIMS, leader of the anime community. SSIMS, he has been a steadfast and stalwart lad throughout all of this. Kalinka Pavlova says, Montegraph has noticed me on Twitter. Should I expect him to sue me in New Zealand sometime? Yes. You should also stay away from any TJ Maxx dressing room. I heard he has cameras set up in all of them. I will come after you, Kalinka. Why does he sound like Dennis Hopper to me?
Now, wait. Now, question. Now, is TJ Maxx a step up from Ross Dress for Less?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Well, at least he's high class.
Q, if someone was threatening you, but they sounded like Dennis Hopper, listen, Q, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna rise up all over your family. Would you take them? I would take them less seriously inherently.
Yeah, I suppose, but then I don't know. He sounds like an evil genius a little bit. It almost sounds like Stephen Hawking is like after you.
Yeah. Well. I'm going to get you, you cock.
I don't want to make mortal enemies. Well, I wouldn't have wanted to make mortal enemies of Stephen Hawking. God rest his soul. So
come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro.
But at least you know he's not going to do a walk by.
Why you be front in?
Sorry.
Viden the Cold One says, salutations and good luck to you and your kin. Hey, thanks, buddy. Jeb Bushes says, is MBA the father of Matt Jarbo's girlfriend's daughter? Oh, I hope not. Keldeo the Horse says, it's my 21st birthday. What whiskey should I get? Well, I mean, there are several acceptable choices. It's your 21st birthday. Go out and buy a whiskey that's at least $70. Do yourself a favor. Pick any whiskey above $70 and just start there. Like, it doesn't matter. But if you're asking for some advice, it's your 21st birthday, go out, and on any birthday I would recommend this. Buy yourself a bottle of Lagavulin and watch your chest hair grow immediately. Just bring a razor, bottle of Lagavulin and a razor, drink it and shave, drink it and shave. You'll need to. It's okay. Keldeo the Horse says, and can I get a shout out to Sean Ranklin? Big ups. Hey, big ups to Sean Ranklin. Guns Down in Hail says, Q, what do you think of the Joker saying the N-word?
I mean, the Joker is a mythical creature. I think he gets a hard R pass.
He gets a hard R pass?
He gets a hard R pass.
He's in literal whiteface. I don't think that's fair.
Well, if he's in whiteface, I mean, so are you. We all know what you are underneath that makeup.
You want to know where I got these hard R's? You want to know where I got these hard R's? You know what follows? You know what follows Q is hard R's everywhere you go.
Yeah, so I think he's deserving of it. So Joker is really a brother underneath the white face. I mean, Snoop Dogg wore a white face.
Did he?
Yeah. There's pictures of Snoop Dogg in whiteface out there.
Was he hanging around with like ICP or something?
I'll have to go back and Yeah, he was in whiteface. There's been Nick Cannon was in whiteface. Yeah, there's been a few of them.
Nick Cannon.
Cannon
Did he
was
do
in whiteface.
Did he do whiteface, then get on the drum line and have bad rhythm?
I think that's what it was part of his training. Yeah, he had to do it in whiteface and try to stay on rhythm. That's how he had to try out for the part. They're like, man, this white boy got style.
Oh my god. Kilroy was here, says, so MBA pulled a Drakenlord with his address. I don't know. Maybe he gave a fake address. I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt and say he got a fake address. MBA, if you're watching, move immediately, buddy. And just say it was a fake address. It's okay. All Out of Bubblegum. All Out of Bubblegum says, that was some extremely stupid things to say on the internet. The internet is forever. Remember, kids, never make threats of violence on the web. Don't make threats of violence. Like,
yeah.
are we in... I don't know if you and me agree on this point. I think we do. But violence over difference of opinions is just something that we should stay away from in general. Like like you said before, I'm not a savage, right? I'm not Antifa.
Right.
I don't wield bike locks. I can just chill out and make my opinions known, and that's what the whole thing is. Otherwise, we're gonna be dueling in the streets, and that'll be great. Gawker's Death Rattle says, I once threatened to murder a telemarketer's entire family with plastic airline spork if he kept calling back. Detailed enough to be felonious? No, because you do have to... There's typically... Would a reasonable person think that you could do that with a plastic airline spork? Are you that guy from Broken Arrow? Like, I'm a Navy SEAL. You should see what I could do with my thumb. Like that guy?
I mean, but anyone that spent any amount of time in prison, I mean, they know how to make a good shiv. So, I mean, you just never know.
Look, you got to rub the plastic. You got to rub the plastic fork against your teeth until it files down. Like you can't have that metal. You can't. Yeah, you can't have that file in there. Just.
You already know. So I don't know. I mean, if I have a little bit more backstory, it might be a credible threat. Who knows?
Jida Becca says, good job, Nick. You boomer a lot, but you didn't mess up when pronouncing my name. Lol. Also, can I shill one of my favorite YouTubers who's demonetized and constantly gets ignored by YouTube? His channel is Sinatra Says. Yeah, Sinatra Says is great. Of course you can shill him. I've had Sinatra on the show before. He's great. He's fantastic. Nice guy. So of course you can shill his channel. Sergeant McSalty says, I used to be an adventurer like you, but then I annoyed a mad black atheist. Come on. That's an Elder Scrolls reference, I believe. Tell daddy how big you are says, shoot a serrated arrow through your kneecap. Ain't that neat? Sure is neat. Short Round says, Discord DM has something you want to see. That was a dirty, dirty lie. And I'm gonna put this out there. Cops are liars. Short Round has proven it because I looked at that DM. I never in my life wanted to see that. How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to break off here.
Oh, get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Yeah, but thank you for having me on. It's been a lot of fun. If you need a little bit of help with additional security detail, I still got that homie. If you get him off his DUI charge, I'm sure that he'd be willing to bring his horse and buggy and some of his closest friends.
We need the omelet mafia. We need the omelet mafia in here.
There you go. There you go. I'll get on that, man. They don't have any cell phones though. I'll have to send them a letter.
Listen, send smoke signals, whatever you need.
I should have word back by the end of the month.
Perfect. So. I appreciate that. I'll try and stay safe till then.
Good.
By the way, guys, go check out Out of the Darkness on YouTube. The channel link is in the description. Check out Q's show. Great show, great dude. No one deserving of subs more than him. Go check him out. And Q, to you, buddy, I bid you farewell.
Thank you very much. Good seeing you. Take care.
Yeah, peace, man. All right, back to me. Let's get this guy. Oh my goodness, I can get rid of these headphones. So much cheers to Q for that. That also means that you guys get an outro song in a little bit. Excuse me. Marius Van, we're gonna go on with the super chats here. Marius Van says, "Quack quack, mother effers." Super Range 128 says, "On our anime dub subreddit, I started a neutral topic with an update on VIX. Surprising how many people talk about your GoFundMe a scam, Thai being bad, and people making law assertions. Some pro Vic though. Well, you can't ever go to Reddit and expect reasonable discussion." That guy, where are we? That guy from That Thing says, "For those of you unfamiliar, duck is a flag. D-U-C-K is a flag. C-K means crip killer. So avoid using these construations in modern language as if you were internet, or as you were internet." So there you go. Battle 00333 says, "Rolling in with his motorcycle." Rogue says, "Perfection is probably laughing in the shadow realm." I hope so. I hope he is. All Out of Bubblegum says, "A drive-by rascaling." Now that's a new one, lol. Moist John says, "I will come to your house and run you over with my mobility scooter." Very dangerous. Pendergast 21 says, "Hey Jim, cataplexy guy here. When's your exiled behind going to make more content? Need more Jim to live?" It's a good question. Jim is great. Dequarius Walker says, "Black people snitching on themselves 2019. Snarkticon DM says, "Nick, when you get capped, can I be bequeathed Chaircoon?" I guess only because all of my kin would be capped with me. Out of Touch says, "I need a smoke. Go pee. Lol. Sorry, buddy. Not happening on this stream. It's going to happen between streams." Battle 00333 says, "MBA walked down the street one night. Suddenly he saw someone to his right go at him. He punched them hard only to yell out in pain. And that's how he accused his reflection of sexual assault." Wow. Secularis says, "Hold this L, chief." Okay. X Epic X Yoshi X says, "Better call the cyber police, Nicky boy." George Lopez says, "Honestly, odds on the success of an appeal for the case." Appeals are a tricky business. Appeals have a low success rate generally. Generally speaking, if you just look statistically, appeals have about a 1 in 4 success rate. But here's the problem. Is this that 1 in 4? The opinion from the judge seems to indicate that at least it would be remanded to the judge with instructions to rehear based on some statements made by the judge. Maybe not. Maybe the appeals court would say, "No, Judge Chupp did everything right." I have a hard time believing that. A very hard time believing that. Some of the stuff he did was highly prejudicial to the plaintiff, who's a non-moving party, and forecloses what would otherwise be a meritorious lawsuit. That seems to go against the liberal construction of the TCPA, but I'm not the judge. We'll have to see. I think there's a good chance on appeals. I really do. For at least some of the charges to survive, if not all of them, some of them. Yellow Flash 2 says, "He was the one holding pockets." God of Plague says, "Nick's never been called late and gay ever." Never. Only every single day. Valhalla 4413 says, "Keep being gay, Nick. Hey, rude." Caleb Lambright says, "Nick Rekieta, more like Nick Regatta. Am I right, Jim?" I've never heard Nick Regatta. Count Camp says, "I would make a gay joke, but F it." Hey, thank you, sir. You've got the right opinion, because I don't want to murder your whole family. Joseph Jimenez says, "Q, when you said African American Express comes with a balance, a late fee, and a pack of Newports, I lost it. Ha ha ha." Message redacted. TLJ Screwjob. That's what YouTube did. I don't know what it said at all. TLJ Screwjob says, "Ty's getting in on the snack tray jokes." Curl Mythos says, "From what I hear about the whole Joker shooting thing for the Joker movie, the media was afraid it would be a second Aurora, Colorado with The Dark Knight Rises. Not sure how true that is." It's absolutely untrue. They have no fear of it actually happening. No fear. The fear is false. The narrative is true. The Drifting Crusader says, in one of his videos, MBA claims to know a lot about geekdom. Perhaps there's some backstage jail drama. I don't know if geekdom wants to be associated with MBA at all. Who knows? The Anime Collector says, quote, my name is Nick Rekieta, and every single one of you should go check out Cody's Indiegogo campaign for Im's Story. Yes, go check out Im's Story. I do plan on at least showing Cody's Indiegogo campaign on stream in the very near future, if not having him on. I know Cody's a controversial figure, but this is my show, and I like Cody very much. So go check out Im's Story on Indiegogo. I'm not sure how much time it has left. Wait, I can check this. We've got 53 days left of this. So 52 days left. 52 days left. Go check out Im's Story on Indiegogo. If you like it, check it out. I'll bring it up on a show sometime when we're not in the middle of super chats. Werex says, being called gay and getting really upset over it is a black thing. I grew up around Jamaicans and they get more upset over being called gay than the N-word. Wow. Snarkticon DM says, Amish Mafia says, I'ma shoot up your barn. Legend of Blue says, remember, Nick, you went gay to marry a girl. That's true. Full gay. Hard gay. Joni Baloney says, kind of upset you missed some JCs when Jim was on. Yeah, I there's always the balance of how often I can bring up some of these chats. I don't, my guest time is very limited and I respect it very much so. But maybe he'll get them on the replay. Marius Van says, R.E. Trudeau, the Canadian media called it skin darkening makeup, not blackface. Of course they did. Snarticon DM says, Trudeau and blackface equals first black guy with snack tray. Oh no. Pendergast 21 says, did you miss my chat to Jim? I might have. I don't know. If it was under $20, I probably did. Doug's Gaming Channel says, hey, Nick, big fan, and my super chat wanted to say hey, and that you are awesome, especially from one English major to another. Keep up the hard work. Hey, thanks, buddy. Andrew K says, hey, Rekieta, look up Amish maple syrup syndrome, something about inbred genes that messes with the viscosity of their urine. That's weird. Mario Carter 13 says, Tyrone cucked mundane Matt, cucked mundane Black. Blink Your Eyes 1400 says, I got and replied to your email. I think I found something that would work. I know it will take some time, but I think it will be worth it. Can you send your answer in a reply email? Yeah, buddy, I will. Snarticon DM says, Chup white knighting for con sluts. Snarticon DM says, Chris Sabat, director of Cowboy Cheerleader Talent. Drifting Crusader says, Nick, don't forget to read my first chat. I didn't. I didn't forget. Kurasutaru Tesogare says, Skunknet's in the house. Hey, what's up, Skunknet? Ain't this just a lot of BS, Nick? Skunknet's here to help. It's been a mess as of late. Oof, we're not dead. Hashtag Skunknet lives. Snarticon DM says, will we kick it at IHOP and plan you in, fool? Ace Ramon says, don't know if you heard, Holmberg banned a guy from his con for being an I Stand With Vic supporter. That's a shame. Very silly to turn down money. Hope he refunded him. TR French says, Mundane Black versus Cuckold Brown. I owe you this money because I haven't laughed this hard in years. Hey, buddy. Glad you're laughing. Anime Collector says, so theoretically, let's say this case lined up closer to Chup's re-election he lost. How would this affect the case? Well, if he loses election mid-case and the case is still going, he would be replaced in the middle of the case and the case would be sent to another judge. That's unlikely to happen time-wise, but I guess it is theoretically possible. Kalinka Pavlova says, TJ Maxx doesn't exist here. I'm safe. Oh, thank God. Fluffy Side Up says, did you see the Lagavulin Tide Pods? They were Glenlivet Tide Pods. And I definitely want to do a stream where I eat Glenlivet Tide Pods for every certain amount of money that comes in. If people are wanting to do that, I think that'd be a blast. Just pop them in. Maybe don't even chew them, just swallow them or whatever. And then die of liver poisoning. Finfrog says, Snoop and Whiteface chilling with ICP trying to figure out what and how magnets are miracles. Howling Warwolf says, Chris Chan threatened Trump and has gotten away scot-free. Yolam Taze says, don't know if I missed you addressing this, but do you recall MBA saying Drexel's not a real black dude? What does that make Drexel? Blackface lawyer. I sent that to Drexel and he laughed and asked if he had gone insane. That's it. That's it. Henry A says, Basil Hayden's rye with a Gouda ham melt, best time. Oh, dude, that's a good day. That's a good day. Jida Becca says, who is this MBA person and why does he hate you? He's an internet YouTuber named Mad Black Atheist. Why does he hate you? I don't think he hates me. I think he got really mad because someone else pretended to be me and said something and he believed it. And then I think he might really regret it right now. And I feel really sad for him because I don't hate MBA. I really don't. MBA. Let me be very clear. I forgive you. You said you don't know if I would forgive you and I don't have to forgive you. Of course I forgive you. Of course, man. This is all funny and we've got a lot of jokes here, but of course, man, if you are not legit threatening my family, of course I forgive you. And if you want to talk about it, hit me up. Hit me up. You know where to find me, buddy. Rick Mangagna says, listen, I understand the situation is messed up, but does anyone at least have empathy for the fact he was getting harassed? I don't know that he was actually getting harassed. This is the problem. This is the real problem. If he was, as I've said, no one should be harassed over any of this. I've said it from the start, from the get-go, but I don't necessarily believe him. Because, okay, and follow with me here. And again, I don't hold a grudge against Mad Black. I really don't. But Mad Black has been saying for months about me, Tug, Hero Hay, and Yellow Flash, all right? That anything we say that's self-serving is disingenuous. That's him saying that in less words or more words maybe. But that we don't care about Vic because we're making money, right? That's what Mad Black has said. Okay? I'm being real, keeping it 100, whatever it is, whatever I need to say. That's what Mad Black has said, okay? Mad Black is a drama channel. It suits a drama channel to have drama. This is why I don't want to ever be, and I know I delve into this, don't get me wrong. I don't want to be a drama channel. That's not my goal. It's not my outlook. That's not where I want to be considered. And I try to stay out of it most of the time, occasionally dipping into drama, right? I've said this before. It's why I don't do the destroy you interviews. Whenever people ask, I try not to be about that because I think it's a toxic recipe for most channels. Because when you run out of drama, especially if you're a small channel, you run out of drama because you don't have the sources coming in, the people supporting it. Suddenly the drama gets personal, and that's a big risk that you take. I don't know if Mad Black was threatened or harassed, and if he was, that's really a shame. I don't endorse that. I never have. And if that happens, that sucks. I'm not going to just go ahead and say, oh, he was definitely harassed, because it does suit his channel to be harassed. It suits a drama channel to have drama. Always. Okay? I'm sure he just hit a breaking point. No side is innocent in all this, in my opinion. This is what you're failing to understand. There aren't sides. I mean, ostensibly, there's I Stand With Vic and there's Kick Vic. But these are not monoliths. They're useful categorizations in a simplistic way to say, this side's argument is this side's argument is that. But this side's actions, that's where we have to draw the line. Because not everybody who thinks that Vic is innocent acts in a specific way. And not everybody who thinks that Vic is a pedophile acts in a specific way. And we don't get to impute the actions of individuals upon a group just because their basic and very high-level arguments align. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It never has. And if you try and categorize and delineate people like that, you're losing very quickly the narrative. It doesn't work. And I know Mad Black, I could go through all of the things he said in his video. I'm not going to, But look, he has said that I was afraid to be the leader and to step up and be the leader of I Stand With Vic. Sure, if that's how you want to categorize it, fine. I have never, ever wanted to be that, because when you add a top-down leader, you suddenly create a representative that you get to impute the actions upon. I'm not that guy. I'm not in charge of the internet. I don't care about what people say. I'm not in charge of the doxing. I'm not in charge of the bad, the insults or the threats or anything like that. And I certainly, you want to categorize it as fear, I certainly don't want to be responsible for what other people do. Ever. I barely want to be responsible for what my children do, much less what other adults on the internet do. So, no, the sides are not monolithic in their actions. They're only monolithic in high-level opinions. And that's as far as we can go logically. I've stated basically this from the onset every time it's brought up. So no side is innocent. I don't care what the sides do. Except that my sides are consistently in orbit, okay? Because of the laughter. But the sides, that's not a thing. You don't get to do that. Dark1005 says, MBA docs 30 times, one for each YouTube channel. Oh, come on. Maybe that's how it goes. Aisha Frazier says, why'd MBA insult Drex? What's he got to do with it? I think he was just being mad at the internet, frankly. And I hope he's over it. I really do. I really do. When people get too involved in this stuff and they get too mad. And like when I do get upset or have a specific feeling about things, like about the drama or whatever, I try and just back off of that. And that'd be good advice for anybody. Nurmac1 says, just got out of class, got a long drive home. Thank you for streaming. Helps keep me up. Hey, thanks, buddy, for joining me. And don't worry, this stream's not going down. There's a couple more Justice chats, and I'll play the outro, and then we'll be done. Schwazoom says, R.E. Vic, I read the TCPA and saw the appeals part of it. It doesn't mention any party when it says the appeal is to be expedited. Right. So it looks like maybe they are expedited appeals. I don't know. Whether or not they will be expedited is up to the schedule of the court. We'll see. Maybe we'll see. Hopefully. I think we should, but Crazy Corey 564 says, Rekieta law, can a non-violent convicted felon own a firearm if he gets expunged? Need to know. Can't DM you on Twitter since you're banned. Hey, if it gets expunged, if your non-violent felony is expunged, you might be able to own a firearm, but you have to ask the ATF for permission. They have permission letters. There's a process for asking the ATF to recognize the expungement, to recognize the nonviolent felony act, and to then reinstate your privileges. You can email me. I can maybe direct you to a website. I probably can't do it. It's federal, and I don't tend to practice in federal court, but it's really most likely a matter of a letter to the ATF explaining the situation, explaining the expungement, giving them dates and times, and then humbly requesting permission to have your gun rights reinstated. It shouldn't be that way, but it probably is. If you need more info, email me, rekietalaw@rekieta.org, which is also in the description of the channel. Okay, buddy? Citizen of Yarnum says, my grandfather effed with the Amish mafia. One day he found a leg of his kitchen table made slightly shorter than the others. There was a note saying, back off or his dresser is next. And that is terrifying. Terrifying. Finally, we got to see. Two more. I'm starting the outro music. Deal with it. I'll turn it down a hair. Okay, we got the outro music playing. So that is the end of the show is coming up. I've got 2 super chats left. And we're going to peace out. I will be on Twitter, Twitch. Twitch.tv/Rekieta Law, probably playing Path of Exile and continuing on that. So twitch.tv/Rekieta Law if you want to come hang out, ask questions, and enjoy the chat, all of that. We'll be on Twitch as soon as we're done here. Let's hit these last 2 super chats. Caleb Lambright says, Nick, Kelly Miller wants Jim dead. Call her a CNT. I don't know who Kelly Miller is. Very, very shameful. Joseph TX says, why do I still get mentioned in Weeb Wars? I got banned over a month ago, and thus I'm no longer relevant. I have nothing else to give you. I'm done. P.S. The ban wasn't worth it. Man, that sucks. I'm sorry that you got banned from the Kiwi farms. Maybe there's a petition to the Erver Lord that would help. I don't know. I don't know how that policy works. But I am sad that you got banned from the Kiwi farms. But you know, as for why you get mentioned in Weeb Wars, I think it's probably due to the information you brought to it. But there you go, man. Anyway, hope you all have a good night. I'm done on YouTube. I'm gonna go grab. I'm not done forever. Just for tonight on YouTube, I'm gonna go grab a snack tray and bring it to myself. The cuck and the bull all in one. And I'm going to play some Path of Exile on Twitch. Twitch TV/Rekieta Law. If you're not already following me, please do. Please come follow me on Twitch. Still trying to ruin Maddox's day by beating him in Twitch followers. It's free to follow. It's fun to follow. And come join me there and ask questions. There's no super chat. I'm fully able to answer questions that have no monetary backing on Twitch because it's a much smaller, more intimate show. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Hope you had a good night. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see what's coming tomorrow. Peace. There's mine. That's my button. All right, peace, guys.
And limit, there's no one who explains the thought better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed.